upstart and a Boy Scout in part. I'm a fucking disaster with a gigantic heart. And I'll piss on your garden while waving good eve. I wear number 4 jerseys just to shit the Chinese. My intentions are pure, but I'm just a bit blunt. And to a few select people, I'm the world's greatest cunt. I'm just not a hateful or mean kind of a guy. I'm just fucking cheeky, sarcastic and dry. Some say I'm offensive, grotesque and obscene. I just don't give a fuck and I say what I mean. Just like Amy Schumer, but without the disease. 'Cause it turns out the world's biggest cunt might be me.
And we are live. Welcome everybody to the YouTube Saints, where we take both knees, but only if the cash is already on the nightstand. Hello everybody, I'm Jeff Holiday, and with me as always is the partner in crime, Nick, the Wizard of Cause.
That was a prostitute joke, wasn't it? Like a prostitute that makes a whole lot of money for people to watch her do like amazing physical things in public, maybe on grass, who knows? Maybe she's got to wear some shoulder pads, who knows? I don't know. I'm not saying Colin Kaepernick is a fame whore. I'm just saying all the rest of the guys are.
Yeah,
Kaepernick,
that's true.
True believer. One love.
Kaepernick's just a shitty player. I don't know.
He's just jealous of my fucking hair. You can tell by that fucking Brillo pad on the top of his fucking head. Oh shit! Did I just hit a fucking Rush Limbaugh moment there? It was him that said nappy headed. No, it was Imus. I'm Don Imus tonight. Welcome everyone to Don Imus Show featuring Jeff Holiday. How's it going, Jeff?
I'm suddenly taken aback by the comparison of anything about us to Don Imus, but I'm rolling with it. I'm feeling pretty good. Are you feeling pretty good?
Let's move on.
So we're also, there's an alternative title to this this episode tonight. It's called #NoFilterNick. So we'll be running with that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, that's not really, well, I wasn't aware that was the title, but I mean, you know, foreign markets being what they are, you can't always sell the same product the same way. I mean, have you seen what YouTube Saints translates into Taiwanese?
I have
Basically,
not.
it just means dog's balls, which if you ask the English, that's a good thing, but the Taiwanese, that's just brunch. So, that being the case, yeah, expect a little bit of savagery tonight. Maybe, I don't know. I'm drinking my wine out of a fucking Stella glass tonight, and I got 2 bottles, so we're gonna touch that. We're gonna touch that ceiling together, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna touch that ceiling together for sure. No, actually, I titled the episode "Skeptic Cleansing a Go-Go." So, yeah.
Are we facing like a Showa thing now, all because Contra got mad or something?
I don't know. It just seemed like
I gotta
it seemed funny.
Well, I mean, for all we know, some fucking crazy Buddhist monk is gonna be upset that we're living on the periphery of his land. He's just gonna come through and raise our fucking village, and the only time people will care is when it fashions a victim narrative.
That's
So,
true.
hey, skeptics.
Hey, how you doing?
Mm.
Yeah, so real quick before we start, just because there's a couple of stream blessings, we'll get them out of the way really, really super fast. And then we'll move on with our news. But I wanted to get you guys through really fast here. So we have Vox Providence. Can jet cummies melt steel panthers? Yes, I can. Has anyone really been far as decided to use even go want to do look more like format be praised? What the fuck? What?
Oh, I love that. Have you? Wait, you don't know about that meme?
No.
Oh my god, this is we're talking ancient fucking meme. Even do more like, I mean, I could do that with my Keenan and Kel VHS box set all day. Holy shit, fam. I mean, what are we even talking about now? I'm gonna pull has anyone even go? That's all I need to do. Has anyone even gone so far? There we go. Has anyone really been? Here's the thing. Guys, gotta keep in mind here, Jeff hasn't even watched Fooly Cooly or Cowboy Bebop. So
I've watched Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, he hasn't seen Fooly Cool. When did you do that?
When it came out, years and years and years ago.
I thought you were just swearing off anime altogether because you didn't want to turn into Louis Laveau overnight and start posting Asian lewds all day.
Nah.
Has anyone really been far, even has decided to use even go want to do look more like?
Is it like a subtitle joke or something? I don't know.
The question first appeared in a thread on V. There you go.
Of course it did. Okay.
About an upcoming Wii game, The Conduit. And this was back in 2009. The original post featured a link to a YouTube video of someone playing a beta version of the game, accompanied by a list of notable features. An anonymous user responded to the post asking, has anyone really been far, even has decided to use even go want to do look more like? Shown below, several users attempted to decipher the question, speculating that it was asking if a video game company had ever gone to such great lengths to make a game appear realistic.
I feel like such a normie that I didn't actually know this. But anyway, moving. Sarid Kushi, Shadowlay and praise the format. My dude's been looking forward to this all week. You muffins make it all worthwhile. Keep up Zebrew's good work. Hey, Zebro, be blessed upon you. Spectacular Wanderer, wonderful song choice. Thanks, world's biggest cunts. Breadmaster PBJ, Hail Keck, Worship Zebro, and Shadley to the white supremacist Asian fuck. Pinkies up for the moon juice. Pinkies up. Just to let everybody know, because YouTube does take 30% of your money if you super chat, there is also Streamlabs. Link is in the description. Just your guys' choice, whatever you want. Let's look at what happened.
Take your money. Either way.
Yeah, you know, it's we're very easy like that. We're very easy like that. Let's see, what was our first? Oh, here's our first.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to something. It's not quite as important as a bunch of millionaire athletes taking a restful pose on the side of a well manicured lawn, but I don't know. Some people might care.
Yeah, maybe. So this week, unfortunately, hurricanes a go-go still fucking rocking through everything, just destroying everything. Hurricane Maria has pummeled the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico. I like this dramatic music.
Real quick,
yeah.
Just so we can give credit, because you know we're professional journalists here. We don't want to look like fucking CNN or anything.
Right.
This is from The Guardian and from Twitter, EO Morello. And in fact, if that's actually the guy's Twitter, like, go, if you want to, go give him fucking props for this shit here. EOMORELO. It's like EO Morello as the way Tom Morello spelled it. But yeah, this is from him and The Guardian.
EO Morello. Okay, got it. Oof. That's fucked up. Storm has knocked out power lines, has led to widespread flooding. I got quite a few viewers in Puerto Rico. I hope everybody's okay. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Yeah, so from most of the... Here, I'm just going to mute this while it keeps playing, and we talk over it. So from most of the reports that I've been hearing about is basically Puerto Rico has been fucking flattened. Just completely and utterly smashed to shit. And it's unfortunate because this one's not really getting the press that the other hurricanes did. Probably because it didn't hit the States, I suppose? I'm not sure. But it's unfortunate.
Well, you know, I mean, part of me actually has to wonder if maybe this isn't sort of the, you know, sort of the new meme as it was, the new normal. You know, it's like we've gotten used to terrorist attacks. We've gotten used to mass shootings. We've gotten used to massive data breaches, which put all of our personal information. We've gotten used to every horrible thing that used to freak us the fuck out about 5 or 10 years ago. And now, because this season, it's like hurricane after, it's like bam, bam, bam. Wow, we're trying to cram all this in as quick as we can. All of a sudden, like, oh, another hurricane. Well, that didn't affect me. I wonder if they've got any specials at Applebee's. That's what we fucking devolve back into, and not to to find a point on it, but anybody who follows good old President Donald Trump over there on the Twitters, which is apparently the new de facto fucking press secretary for the White House. Effectively, yeah, if you look, about fucking 2 fucking days worth of this NFL bullshit. Oh my God, they don't respect me and my fucking administration. All this other goddamn horseshit. I ain't seen a goddamn thing about aid to Puerto Rico. And when you don't see the president promising to fucking make it all better, especially this guy who's a blustering, pompous, blowhard fuckwit who will do anything in his power to look good to you, just as long as it doesn't take actual effort. This guy, though, when he does less than my 9-year-old kid who dragged my ass down to the fucking supermarket so we could buy $30 worth of non-perishables and fucking canned goods, and then we can send that. When I have to go to a fucking park in the middle of my city to donate shit because my own kid can't be certain the fucking president is going to actually do anything about this U.S. protectorate, oh, what the fuck is the point? Well, why fucking bother? Hey guys, move to Florida. Leave it in, like, let it look like an ancient Corsican ruin. We'll all visit it on cruises, and we'll look at what once was. Oh, that was where Teddy Roosevelt fought the fucking Belgians. Who knows anymore? All the history's been wiped away with the electricity, and right now we've got 70%, I believe, over 70% of the people on the island of Puerto Rico have no power. No power. Oh, yeah. It's flooded. They're paddle boarding through their living rooms, and they're not having as much fun as Texas did because they've got nowhere to run to. It's going to fuck up their ability to have fresh water, decent sanitation, like all kinds of shit. But you know what? That brings me to a really important point. I think we need Empress Quinn for president. I think that would be good. That would be good. Gotta get rid of that 35 rule. I mean, honestly, a 10-year-old. We gotta wait a while. No, we can have a special election. It'll be Kid President versus Quinn. And then when Quinn wins, everyone will say it's racism. I was wanting to make that good. Good on you. That was good. All right, so next up in the news, we've got... God damn, I look like Mitch Hedberg tonight. A little bit. You're channeling Mitch. Police arrest... Police arrest more than 80 amid violent St. Louis protests. God. There we go. Nothing like a good old American protest. This brought to us by... Who fucking cares? This shit's getting demonetized anyway, it doesn't matter. Los Angeles Times. There we go. LA Times. I love you guys. High-speed chase as officers tried to arrest Smith. Now, let's look very carefully at what they say here. I'm very curious. Because Wikipedia has a... It's in depth. Now, I'm really curious, though. We've interrupted it, so let's continue on and see if they really get to the meat and gristle of the thing. While pursuing Smith, Stockley was recorded on dashcam. "We're killing this person," he said, using an expletive. "Don't you know?" It was a heated gaming moment. Just a heated game. Prosecutor said Stockley planted a gun. Yeah?
Yeah, and the officer's DNA was on the pistol, but the victim's was not.
Ooh.
This mob was intent on destroying or damaging property, assaulting police officers,
Ooh, an unknown
and
substance.
setting fires.
I'm getting so close to American
Law
acid
enforcement
attacks. I
officers were
can
injured
Yeah.
after responding
taste it
to
and my tongue melts away.
various locations as demonstrators marched through the streets
Now,
of
all right,
St. Louis.
that's enough. That's enough. All right,
okay.
right there, right fucking there, right there. Yeah, they right there. They already tried to tie it to Michael Brown, like this is part of a thing. You know, it's like if this was Alex Jones saying this shit, it's part of a conspiracy. We can tell they're killing the goddamn blacks every goddamn day. You know, if this was, that would be crazy. But it's the LA Times. Now, it's a funny thing because our good old friend Wikipedia, which depending on who you're talking to and what you're talking to them about, well, they got a bit of a different take because in this one, they actually do describe our good friend Anthony Lamar Smith as a person who was previously arrested for drug distribution and illegal firearms possession. Now, the gun itself was also found between the driver's seat and the center console, exactly where somebody who doesn't carry a gun legally, aka in a holster, typically carries their gun in their car. Curious. Huh. And a high-speed chase. Oh, well, forget the fact that this guy just ran from cops because, you know, he didn't do nothing. He just ran from cops and was previously arrested for an illegal possession of a firearm. But, okay, you know what? If that gun was there, clearly had to be the racist ass cop because it's not like a grip with a certain pattern on it will actually prevent you from getting fingerprints off it. And in terms of DNA, what is his friend's gun? Is he holding it for somebody else? It's like that pack of cigarettes I had in junior high school. I wouldn't mind.
See, the thing about this one, out of most of these cases where you have cops shooting black people and people get very upset and whatnot. There's a very
Rightfully so. Let's be honest. Rightfully so. When people get shot and killed, it's never a good thing unless it's
it's always a terrible situation for sure. This one actually did make me pause because a lot of it seems pretty fucking sketch. I can't say one way or the other which way I believe because it was kind of weird. The cop did, after shooting the guy, went back to his car, then got into the car. And then was like, I found a gun. And, I mean, maybe, but is there enough evidence to prove that it was planted? It seems to be that there was not. That doesn't mean that it wasn't. It just means that there's not enough evidence to actually prove that it was. Yeah. So, I don't know. This one actually conflicted me a lot. I don't know how I feel about it.
No, that's actually fair. That's actually fair. And at the same time, too, honestly, maybe, because then, you got no filter me tonight, right? And it's rooted on like several days of having to deal with other people's stupid shit. Now, we didn't actually include this in the news itself. And honestly, I don't think we need to show any of you. And I'm talking about the shooting in Huntington Beach. Now, the Huntington Beach shooting, which everyone has probably seen at this point, the 6, 7, 8 shots fired into that guy outside of a 7-Eleven, and he's just standing there jiggling like he's dancing to EDM until finally his hair goes poof and he falls down.
Yep.
Now that video right there, and I got into it with a few people on Twitter who were like, he murdered that poor boy. It's like, did you see the footage of him actually taking a fucking taser shot, not going down, starting a fight, pulling something? This is the fucking problem we have when it comes to these issues of cop shootings, right? It is not out of the range of possibility to believe that a fucking crooked ass cop in a fucking in a shitty part of a shitty town is planting guns and drugs on people. Happens all the fucking time, unfortunately. But at the same time, because every singular police shooting becomes the inspiration for a new fucking march downtown and all the other shit that comes with that these days, it's getting really fucking hard not to view everyone's intentions with several ounces of suspicion, I'd say.
Oh, I absolutely would agree. And it's become, I have to think that a lot of times these types of protests are becoming people's hobbies because it happens so damn often, but I'm not really sure. The thing that I've been trying to think of too is, From what I understand, the statistics don't show that cops are killing people more, but we're able to film it more, and that's why we're getting as upset about it. I might be wrong on that.
And, also, it's also a hot issue. It's like it's being reported more. Now, it was something I have to wonder to myself, right? We remember maybe 15, 20 years ago, Columbine era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, school shootings were happening every goddamn day. Have they stopped? Have they suddenly stopped? Have all the school shooting plots stopped? Or is it just that the media is no longer finding it a sexy fucking issue? And one other fucking news item I'm just going to bring up because this has come up. The Rohingya ethnic cleansing in Myanmar and Burma. Yeah,
that's our next one. That's our next one.
Oh, yeah, it is the next one. Actually, I'll just save this point for the next one then, because it's the same point to make.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's move on to the next one then.
Let's roll into this. You guys ready? It's going to be a big surprise what the next news item is.
Myanmar's military, the power Aung San Suu Kyi can't control. She's been focus of the world's criticism, scrutiny, and censure for hundreds of thousands of Rohingya Muslims seek refuge in neighboring Bangladesh, escaping what the United Nations Human Rights Chief has labeled a textbook example of ethnic cleansing. But analysts say Aung San Suu Kyi, the de facto leader of Myanmar and a Nobel Peace Prize winner, has little, if any, control over the country's military forces that are enacting the brutal campaign against the Rohingya. Since August 25th, when I am mispronouncing this, awful, insurgents attacked 30 police posts, killing 12 police officers, the military and its surrogates have cut a swath through Rakhine State, targeting Rohingya Muslims in clearance operations. That's a really spooky term. Clearance operations.
Let me give you guys... All right. The reason I included this particular story here is because this would actually be the 4th or 5th time I've reported on this in some fashion. Back in 2013, first time I was ever actually like being published. Yeah, it was back when I was still a good ex-union organizer, a real hard lefty liberal, and I wrote for a publication called Progressive Press. Now, while a whole bunch of the other cunts who were writing for there wanted to write about rape culture and all this other shit, which was still a thing then, I found this story through a series of activists who wanted to actually expose to the world this ethnic cleansing that was going on in Burma. And I used the term Burma because Myanmar is actually the term that was given to the country by the military junta who took control in a coup, which is why the senior member of the government can't control the military.
Right.
That's Myanmar, which is why I call it Burma, because fuck them. But long and short, though, so we all know that Islam has been on a quest to spread around the world. And there was a time in which it pushed into Asia. And part of that was actually pressing in little pockets and colonies into Burma. Now, the Rohingya Muslims, as well as other colonies and communities of Muslims that were living there, did in certain fashions over time try and establish an Islamic state in Burma. Didn't work. The Buddhists were like, no. And the Burmese were like, no, you can live here, but no. Well, now we've come to a point because of these historical tensions, and there are some incidences, especially in Southeast Asia, of batshit crazy Muslims making life hell, that bands of Buddhist monks led mobs, violent mobs, which razed villages. They rounded up civilians, ordinary, run-of-the-mill people, families, and they marched them after burning their ground to boats on the shore where they would tow them out into the middle of the Indian Ocean without engines, sails, food, or water, and they'd leave them there. And Thailand actually had a huge explosion of these boats washing up and whatever survivors showing up, and they'd always call them Bengali. Now, you might think to yourself, Buddhists? Violent Buddhists? How could this be? When you're thinking of Buddhists, you're typically thinking of one or two things. Either Zen Buddhists, the blue robes of Japan, I think they're blue, or Tibetan Buddhists, the Dalai Lama of We Cannot Hurt Worms, you know, that Brad Pitt movie? That's how you learned about Buddhism? You remember that? I remember that. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Well, Theravada Buddhism, which is the oldest sect within Buddhism, comes out of Cambodia, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's violent as fuck. Oh, yeah, it's fucking ruckus. Well, these people have been massacring these people for a while, and just now, I remind you, I was writing about this back in 2013. I actually had a rabbi from Coral Springs organize all of the Reform synagogues, rabbis in the country through an email chain to write to the UN, or not to the UN, to the U.S. consulate in Myanmar.
Okay.
No one gave a fuck.
Of course they did.
Until this year. Why? Suddenly there's a victimhood narrative they can spin. Oh my God, the Muslims in Burma are innocent. Well, you know, maybe we should reevaluate our positions on ISIS.
Yeah, but people even still barely care now. I mean, it's like, how many people have heard about this news story before, like, tonight, for instance? I mean, I kind of heard a little bit about it, but I had no idea it was this bad until I started reading this article earlier. Like, it's not something that gets filtered into, I guess, mostly Western-ish news sources. I don't know.
I would love to watch. And this is knocking Americans. We're bred to be ignorant. I would love to watch the average American on the street try and find Myanmar on a map.
Yeah.
On a blank map. Point to Myanmar.
Is that in South America?
That's India. Nope, that's Pakistan. Nope, that's England. What? Okay.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, this is still going on, and here's the thing. I mean, you can hate Muslims all you do. I detest Islam, but when you start hurting innocent people, then we've got problems, my son. You and I, Mr. Monk Werathu. Because Buddhism had a really, really good name in the world.
It did. Well, we could thank people like Steven fucking Seagal for it and shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a great Buddhist.
Yeah.
Like a tip-top Buddhist. But yeah, I mean, it was funny too because even when I was covering this back in the day, I had a photojournalist on the ground. He was based out of the UK. He went over, flew into Burma. And if you go and find some of my articles at progressivepress.net, don't go there if you want. But you'll see some photos. Some of those were taken specifically for my articles, and I verified those with other activists and reporters who were on the ground because there were some people who were actually trying to get the story out. But just like that last story about, you know, cops shooting people. And the fact that we don't hear about daily school shootings anymore, even though that if they were that bad then, they're probably still this bad now.
Right.
You have to wonder from time to time, what is it your media is trying to feed you and why? And what should you really be caring about? Because if you didn't care about human rights violations before, but you do now, you're part of the problem.
We need this man to wake us up, get us woke on Buddhism. It's a picture of Steven Seagal.
No, I mean, right. Seagal, honestly, he's a licensed sheriff.
That's true. That's true. He is technically a licensed sheriff. That is absolutely true.
I'm killing myself just a little bit more right now. Back to the normal stuff.
Darmalis says, any hentai recommendations, guys? Magog was giving a couple out yesterday. Just wondering what the Saints thought. Bible Black. Go watch Bible Black. That one's fucked up.
Lauren Southern's sister. Wait, what? Sorry, I was thinking of porn, and then I got all fantastic.
Sergeant Buck says,
that girl's got an ass like an air conditioner from the 80s.
Are you talking about Lauren Southern's actual sister?
Yeah, or whoever whoever that skateboarding chick in the pictures was. Seriously, that thing. That's like a fucking Kenmore. Boom! Sticking out from the side.
What? I haven't seen this. Dude, tweet that at me. Tweet that at me.
You in for a treat, boy.
Tweet it to me. Tweet it to me real quick. Fuck. Oh my god. All right. Sergeant Buck says, Zebro and zombie Randy Savage stared down the rapture, I see. It seems that way. It seems that way. We thought the world was going to end yesterday, and apparently we're fine. We're fine. Who would have guessed? Anime Moon says, Jeff, come to the weeb side. We have the cummies. I'm good, thanks. It's cool. JT Hearsley, let's go to Puerto Rico and help. I wish I could, buddy. I really wish I could. Also him, Hashtag take both knees and make sure your ass is well lubed to make it trend. Atlas side, Jeff, someday I will finger... okay, alright, hang on. Jeff, someday I will finger you and buy you nothing so you learn to love a black man. By the way, you need Liz or Starbird Disagrees for a guest. Serede Coochie, Jeff, I owe you a beer for giving me my fiance a good 20 minutes of rage over Teal Swan. And Nick, your thoughts on St. Peter's Cream Stout. I enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. As far as cream stouts go, too, it's nice because they balance the creaminess with the maltiness. And they've been doing it for hundreds of years, if I'm not mistaken. So I would hope they got it down. Look at that.
What they're doing.
Look at what I showed you.
I'm looking. Where is it?
It's the, like, you go to that. I sent you the Google image link, but it's like that first picture with the in the parking lot there.
Oh, whoa, hello. Hang on.
Oh yeah,
right,
boy, yeah. Now you see the glory that is two
that,
elm stalks holding up an anorexic model.
Is that Lauren or what?
That's her sister from what we have. But I mean, these pictures have been circulating around. I don't give a fuck who it is. That booty was made by GMC.
It doesn't even look real, man. That's wild.
I know. It's like she almost looks like an anime character. Which explains so much!
That Indian dude says, when I was in India, the central government wanted to deport the Rohingyas. India will keep silent. China supports the military junta, and Pakistan will do what China tells them to. That's true. And it's unfortunate, too. Let's check over here on Streamlabs.
You know, it's funny. Sometimes you have to wonder in the course of human history, how many innocent people died from the acts of a despot versus the ignorance and inaction of the rest of the world. I have to wonder.
Right. Yeah.
Not to bring you guys down or anything. Go look up Lord Southern Sister on Google Images. I'll bring you right back up. I promise.
Way up. Sunbird 2 turn. We're going to get hashtag Ceiling Nick tonight. Calling it now. Love y'all. Breadmaster PBJ. Soundtrack to Free Speech Week at Berkeley. Get on that shit, Grand Wizard of Cause. Sergeant, it's Grand Wizard of Cause. That's good.
I really should have crowdfunded a Berkeley thing. I could have shown up and Rucka and Sargon have been like, oh, you're here. Why are you here?
Let's see. Sergeant Buck says, angels weep and demons flee when a Buddhist goes to war. Vault Dweller. Vault Dweller, praise the format of hashtag no filter Nick. Continue the constant vigilance. Also, I've decided to up on killing my Twitter. It's become too much of a social burden to me. I think both me and Nick would do that in a heartbeat if it wasn't so useful for what we do. It's 90%
of the guests you guys enjoy here on Saints, we get through Twitter. No other way to communicate to literally anybody. And
we have to use it.
Yeah, and it's sort of like when you approach, you know, a giant pile of cocaine, right? You're like, oh, I'm just gonna do this little bump just to get through my day, and fuck it, I can stay for a few more hours.
Nah, just dive into that shit. Beth says, unfortunately, I'm at work when the Saints stream, so I can't drink with you. Have a drink for me. And thanks to the entertainment guys, it's always a pleasure watching. Hey, thanks to you, Beth. Absolutely. All right, so we're all caught up on the shillin'. Oh, really? Apparently, Trick Nashid called our guest a white supremacist. Well, let's talk about white supremacy.
Sure. All right. So, yeah, real quick. I mean, you guys know who the guest is because it's in the title now. I want to let you know this wasn't the first almost slightly kind of brown, slightly toasted 3 on the toaster style foreigner we got. Focus Break Habib had to cancel. Had a jihad. He couldn't put it off. His mom kept calling him like, "When are you gonna go on jihad, Habib?" And he's like, "Mom, I'm trying to play
video games.
I'm trying to play video games. Nick's gonna be on GTA any moment now. Hold on." Yeah, and then he was gonna go up, but then his cable got knocked out, and a truck of peace kept the technicians from getting to fixing the problem. So instead, we got this cunt. Let's bring him on.
Yep. Oh, actually, apparently. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. No, I missed a bunch of Streamlabs really quick. My bad. 2 quick ones. Yeah, dude, no, I suck.
time zone.
I
so
know.
No time is even passing for him.
This is terrible. Franco System said, after the week that we've had, it's good to have the Saints tonight. A 64-ounce growler helps too. Damn right. And Sergeant Buck says, if Empress Quinn and Magog and Morsker were to join forces, would things get better or enjoyably worse? You two split this donation and put it towards booze. It doesn't come in a box. Ayy. Not a bad idea.
No,
I don't know. I think it would be awesome. I don't know if it would be enjoyable. That's a hard call.
Magog would have to turn himself into a magic mirror, and then every time Quinn asked who the fairest in the land was, he'd be like, "Are you fucking serious? It's still you." God damn it! I can't do this anymore.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ian Miles Cheong to the YouTube Saints. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm turned up to 11. Nick is cranked up to bitterness and spite. It's pretty good. It's a good combo.
Nice.
It's more a mix of malevolence and Mitch Hedberg. Yeah, I'm like a mix of Anthony Jeselnik and Mitch Hedberg right now. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's a pretty good combo. That's a pretty good combo.
Oh my god! I mean, if I could make that stand-up act work, do you think I'd still be doing this show? I mean,
What's Jeselnik up to lately anyway? I mean, ever since the social justice thing got really out of hand, I mean, his comedy has been always edgy.
Oh yeah, I think didn't he did a special last year? I thought he did. I think I saw it. Yeah.
Well, I know he did. Well, he had a special on that was available on Netflix a couple years ago, and that's where I heard that wonderful, the explanation. Like, his explanation as to how he knows if something horrible has happened in the world. He just gets 60 text messages saying, "Don't do it."
All right, so
Boston Marathon bombing. There are some days some lines should not be crossed. Today, that line was the finish line.
It's been a while since we hung out. I gotta ask, man. How does it feel to be fully exposed as a white supremacist?
Oh my god, I'm just speechless. You know, I see Tariq Nasheed tweeting about how I'm a white supremacist, and I'm like flabbergasted. I'm thinking, am I white? No, I'm not white.
Hold up with the forearms there, Edgy Sphinx. Okay, we don't need to go that far.
Oh man.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though. I seen them screenshots. You're a well-to-do, published journalist, a full-time journalist, which means you have a regular paycheck. And as a Jew, I can't help but wonder after seeing those screenshots of you back in the day, when's my check coming through?
I don't know.
Because now
happens when I ask for checks from Asians. It's like, oh, it's in the mail. It's in the mail. I promise.
What the fuck?
You're confusing me for an Indian. Okay, they're the ones who take a while.
Why do Indians have Chinese accents, man? How did we get here, and where are we going?
I don't know. I have no idea where you're driving us.
It's Chinese accent anyway. Still, Ian, where's my check?
Yeah, no, I've been checking at least like once a week to see if it comes back up. There was a few months ago, Tariq had a suspected white supremacist database. Still not back. It had a
fucking logo.
Yeah.
Like a swastika.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I gotta find that again. Holy shit.
There will come a time. There will come a time when Tariq Nasheed actually has to drop the act, right?
Right.
He's gonna break the fourth wall and be like, "Hey y'all, I had child support and no choices." And then he'll be a guest on this show. And this show will be on HBO by then.
Oh yeah. No, that's good. I mean, here, I gotta share this just in case anybody never saw it.
Granted, I'll be as old as Bill Maher's jokes at that point, but still.
Who makes this fucking logo? We're gonna fight white supremacists by making a logo that is a fucking straight up legit swastika.
That ain't a swastika.
And then he's denying it.
Yeah, he's like, that's not a swastika.
could have easily salvaged it by saying, "Oh yeah, I mean that was deliberate. I'm trying to point out how all these people are secret Nazis, so I hit a secret Nazi symbol on the site."
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
Only Nazis were. It was his own little dog whistle, wasn't it? I'm gonna throw this out to all the white cats, and everybody who signs up is a white supremacist, and all those people who don't sign up are secret white supremacists.
It's a lose-lose proposition.
He's gonna end up. You know what he's gonna end up doing? He's gonna end up renaming it racist crossroads, right? It's gonna have it. It's gonna have an intersection, but because it's so hot, it's gonna be on fire. That's not where that joke was going, and I'm glad you stuck with me. Thank you. And if anybody wants to talk to me after the show, I'll be fucking surprised.
Me too. Okay, so with the recent crazy shit that's been going on lately with PewDiePie and the heated gaming moment, that's
oh yeah,
like I mean we
created itself.
Yeah, the whole PewDiePie thing, like I'm not even really interested in it anymore. But what has completely blown my mind is all of the bad actors from the old school Gamergate days. They're all back, and I'm trying to remember what the name of that one. Just I don't know. He looked like a fucking caveman with his long shaggy hair and shit. But it was on this podcast, and he's a really notorious one. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
They were all really narrow it down, does it?
No, but like,
yeah.
Rags just made a video on this podcast, and they were talking about PewDiePie and the heated gaming moment. And I'm trying to remember what the dude's name was. Fuck. I'm gonna have to look it up. It drives me fucking crazy.
Jim Sterling?
No, it wasn't Jim Sterling.
Is like, he's like short hair.
I know. Last time I saw Jim Sterling, yeah, he had the very Hitler-esque, very nicely combed thing going on.
He even does a Hitler thing, you know, with like the black suit and the red tie. You know, it's very deliberately 1984-esque or Hitler-esque, if you want to.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it's like, I mean, I wear the glasses sometimes to contain my rage, sometimes because lasers shoot out of my eyes, and other times just because I'm hungover. But Jim wears those glasses because he wants you to know he's working for INSOC. But I mean, for the last time I saw that guy, he looked like a reject B-reel Indian remake of the Matrix character. And for all I know, he crawled off into a log and grew a beard, like maybe mine.
Okay, Ian Ferguson. Ian Ferguson was the one that I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm. His name doesn't come to mind.
Really? Dude, I remember seeing this guy all over Gamergate back in the day. Holy shit.
There were just so many of them, you know? It's hard to keep track.
Well, I remember in Gamergate really fucking just talking endless shit about you. And
oh, yeah.
How does it feel though now to have the aggro token Asian virgin, not version of you? You are the Asian version, but the other token. How does that feel to have? I can't remember his name at the moment because he's not important. What's it?
Who?
He's not important. I really don't think
he's name.
Which guy?
The other Asian guy.
Oh, Arthur Chu.
That's him. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How does it feel? How does it feel to have him like, I will be Godzilla and he will be Mothra and this is not a racist. What? No, I mean, how does it feel to have him actually go like, say he regrets defending you?
That tweet, right? The one that I posted.
Yeah, we're friends on Facebook, so I see all the shit on your Twitter. On
Facebook. You know, he is like irrelevant. I mean, at one point I think, you know, this was when I actually counted how many Twitter followers I had. I had like 15,000 and he had like double my count, right? And now I have like more than double his account. He hasn't grown at all, and people make fun of him on the left. Like, I think Chapo Trap House made fun of him. They did a whole segment on how he didn't wear shoes right. He was sitting in a Game of Thrones chair, right? And Yeah, he has his
I
short
admit I cannot satisfy my wife.
Yeah.
I might be able to take care of that for you, bud, even if only for the points.
God damn.
It's a joke. I mean, this guy is, he and a lot of other people are completely disingenuous. They know the context of the logs, right? So, I mean, since we got a lot of viewers here, I just, I've mentioned this to Undoomed, I've mentioned it to Rags, I've mentioned it to a whole ton of people. But the logs are basically like 17 years old, right? The context is completely missing. It makes it look like I'm saying a lot of anti-Semitic shit. And to be fair, it is anti-Semitic to say these things, but it was in the context where I was actually literally being cyberbullied as like a 16-year-old. This whole chat was filled with people calling me a variety of anti-Asian slurs. They thought it was funny, and they got a reaction out of me. And my reaction was admittedly very poor at the time, right? I was saying stupid shit. And they took all those screen caps, they posted it on their little forum, I think it was called RPG Codex. And it resurfaced during Gamergate. It was actually a Gamergater who I think supported the anti-SJWs and so on, who found those logs again and then posted it up. And I actually apologized for it, like in 2014. All the SJWs are like, oh yeah, these are like old logs. They're completely out of context, yada yada yada. And now they're using it against me. They're pretending like I had never apologized.
Well, you know what?
Yeah. Of course they are.
You know what? I think we can actually settle all of this right here, right now, forever. Right? I'm a Jew. You're an Asian former Nazi, yeah?
Not a former
Nazi. All you need to do right now, you PayPal me $25. Everything's forgiven. I'll get a formal declaration from the state of Israel forgiving you. Because I'm on the mailing list and I've got the numbers. I mean, speed dial. Don't even ask. But, yeah, Netanyahu. Oh, yeah. BB. Oh, no, my God. BB, honestly, you don't even want to know what that guy's into. We're not going to get into it. But yeah, $25 on PayPal, Ian, and I will. Here's the thing. You can forever hold this over the heads of, over the tiny shrunken heads. So long as you send me $25 on PayPal, I'll screenshot it, I'll post it to Twitter, and then it'll all go away.
Oh, you know what? I'll do that. I'll actually do that. Yeah, after the show.
You will, because I
will. Yeah.
I mean, the Moon Jews
is a small YouTuber.
The Moon Jews, though, man, would be a lot more forgiving. They're way more chill. They could take a joke. Moon Jews could take a joke.
What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of Moon Jews do you know?
Do they live on the dark side of the moon? Because as far as I know, I was thinking Wolfenstein, the Nazis have a base on the moon,
No, they don't. But the Moon Jews on the dark side of the moon, they are very forgiving, very loving people because none of them can see anyone. So when they bump into each other, like, oh my God, someone to keep me company.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Oh my God, how's your lizard farm doing? Mine's great.
It's like, Sheila, have you been to the rhinoplasty lately? Oh my God, that thing is still huge. I thought high school was bad. How can you still be walking around with that? Oh, we're on the dark side. Is that how you find your way around, honey? Oh, I wouldn't be caught on the darker side of the moon with that nose.
It's like a walking stick. They just gotta like walk through corridors like this, yeah.
Listen, I fucked a blind chick one time, and I saw what she did with that stick, and it's pretty much the same thing Jewish women from Brooklyn do when the power goes out, okay? So, Ian, $25. Jeff, shut the fuck up. Let's move on. If you guys want to make atonements to the Jews for all the wrong things that you or Ian here have done, I don't give a fuck. You can send me $25 on PayPal, too. I don't mind.
I do have something very, very important thing that I have to bring up here. So that girl sent me another picture of Lauren Southern's sister. Yep. That is moving on. Yeah.
See what I mean though? By like an 80s Kenmore air conditioner, it's just like you're riding by your friend's house and you see this big old thing sticking out the side, and you're like, what is that? I bet that brings a lot of pleasure to a lot of people.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God.
Got a skateboard in one photo. Maybe she was in one of the Bam Margera's videos. I don't fucking know. all I know is I don't respect Lauren Southern and I want to bang her sister. Let's move on. Can we all just move on?
Why don't you respect her? Why don't you respect her?
Oh, because she's a fucking, well, actually, we'll get to that.
Okay, yeah.
You thought you were clever. You were going to fuck the format. No, nobody fucks up with the format, Ian.
Is she part of the format? I can't remember. Oh, she is. She is. Yeah, no. We'll get to that. Yeah. Oh my God. Whoo, boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are not gonna be on YouTube for too long.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. No. I can't get the picture. I can't get the ass out of my fucking mind.
I know it's a work of fucking art. I'm an atheist, and I almost want to believe in God again.
Yep. Okay. So, what time? Oh, we're good.
Check out that curve, bitch.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
You could take one of those what is it, the Fibonacci sequence things and put it on that photo.
Listen, hey, no, do not encourage our fans to put the Fibonacci sequence over Lauren Southern's sister's ass. Don't do that. They would never do that, these people.
Do it. Especially if they include Zebros somewhere in there too. That would be really
by
important.
no means encourage them to tag either of us.
No, absolutely not. Nope. Not cool. Oh my God.
That's misogyny as well. Ian, I'm ashamed. Honestly,
you know, it's funny
we should have had Habib. Yeah. What the fuck? When has an Arab ever disrespected a woman? God damn it! By the way, go subscribe to Focus Break Habib. He didn't do shit on YouTube, but do it anyway. Just tell him I sent you.
Jesus fucking
it's funny
Christ,
when people
dude.
say the word misogyny. You know, like you make a comment that a woman's attractive, and they're like, "Oh, that's misogyny." Do you understand words?
Misogyny would be saying. Misogyny would be saying. You know, when your boy's like, "Oh, check her out," and you just be like, "Yeah, she's fat liar like all the rest of the whores."
Yeah,
that's misogyny.
Yeah,
that's misogyny.
I know all about that. I don't know.
Or like, yeah, that's a fantastic ass, but that's the only thing she's good for as a woman. Like, yeah, that's misogyny. I totally get that. But
no, you are still ascribing a genuine value to her. It's saying that she's worthless. That's misogyny.
I suppose it's a slippery slope, guys. It's a slippery slip. I can't even fucking talk tonight. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, at this point, in terms of like my own appearance here, like I'm done carving out my special place in hell. I just want to make sure there's a theme park there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love the term slippery slope because if I were a social justice warrior, I would say that you just microaggressed me.
What did you mean by slope? What did you mean by slope? Are you trying to be racist?
I didn't even fucking think of that.
Oh my God! Now all I can think of is you on a slip and slide.
No.
Okay, do not Photoshop Ian Miles Cheong on a slip and slide, and then encourage us to use that as a meme for the slippery slope in the future. Do not.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What have I done?
Don't do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm really curious because we've all been focusing about it quite a bit. Is the whole Keck armband thing in Destiny 2. So you being a journalist and following these types of stories, did you ever find out who it was that made that armband on Destiny 2?
It was just an artist in the game itself.
Really?
I don't know who. Yeah, they never disclosed, and their response was that it was an accident. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. It was totally, yeah, no, it just so happened to say Keck and be green, you know, like, no, it was just
it's totally a reference to Kekistan. It's completely a reference.
You know what, whoever that unsung hero is out there, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it blew up in our faces and everything, but, you know, thanks anyway. Yeah. Shit.
I know. And whoever created Kekistan's got to be really fucking proud about the fact that a drunken Skype call resulted in, honestly, like stock options in Morton worth of salt at this fucking point.
Yeah,
God.
dude. Holy shit. That's the thing that like has been blowing my mind about the whole situation too, is it really was a drunken ass Skype call. Like you called me in. I was pretty toasted, but I got in. You guys were fucking hammered. And like, dude, we're gonna totally fuck with the UK census. Ha 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 ha. Let's do it. And like now it's like on flags and pins and shit all over the fucking world. It's ridiculous.
I know, and
no fucking clue.
This thing is too is like so many fucking genuinely, functionally retarded people. Not to offend those with real retardation. I'm not trying to compare you to Richard Spencer.
You're using the South Park version.
Using the South Park, not you know it's I mean you know it's basically the Richard Spencer's entourage. Yeah, that level of short bus superstar has apparently found this thing and said, "Oh, that's mine," and then another toddler who thought it would be funny said, "No, that plastic phone is mine." And then these children wigged the fuck out to the point where they need to wear foam helmets until 4th grade. It's amazing.
Habib's saying he was tipsy when we were making Kekistan. You were fucking loaded, dude. You were loaded as fuck. We were all loaded.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
no,
god.
we were fucking. Well, no, look, there's the ellipses, which is meant to denote like, no, what I'm saying, except more of that. It's like kind of like saying like, it's kind of like saying Devin Ferrasi, and if I got the wrong guy, let me know. But Devin Ferrasi is ellipsis. Kind of rapey.
Yeah, no, you got the right guy. You got the right guy. Yeah, that dude is not just kind of rapey. He's very rapey. Fuck.
He's actually very rapey. Yeah. He admitted to it too. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see Jeff's video.
No, I can't. Yeah, it's like it's still. Yeah, it's just him looking to the side.
Oh, weird.
Hey, you're not missing much. I look at this guy all the time. You know?
I want his facial expressions, you know? Just how I read facial cues. I'm not,
Ian is waiting for Jeff's O-face. Doesn't know that it's happening. Doesn't even know what would happen, but he's...
I want to be able to show him my O-face, though. Hang on. Yeah. Let's recall you. Let's recall you real quick. Right. 1 second. All right, sweet.
Not that I've seen Jeff's O-face. We've only met in person one time, and what happened then?
It was passionate.
It was passionate. You, me, and a.
Why can't I see him?
I mean, basically, it was like an Antifa orgy at that point. Except.
Okay. Is it working now? I just had to leave and then come back, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see your video now.
Yeah, you're all like black and white and noir and shit.
Now.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we're back. Yeah. All right. Am I animated now?
I'm not gonna buy that you were a fucking Sin City character.
Am I moving now for you?
You are moving now. You're moving your hands and so on. How many fingers am I holding up in front of you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How many? Okay. So this is my furious O face. Okay. There you go. There you go. Now it's official. It's official. Don't meme that, audience. Don't you fucking meme that.
It's gonna be the new DSP. Dark side.
The O face in proximity of Jeff. It's a mix of, oh my god, what is happening to me, and oh my god, what did I just do?
So you have to come with us to VidCon next year. I know it's a long flight, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Yeah. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah. By the way, to everyone watching, Ian does actually have a YouTube channel.
He does. It's in the description.
I don't upload anything to it. That's the
problem. You fucking will when you see a whole bunch of email alerts of people subscribe to you, won't you?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, yep. I just have to be more confident in, the way that I project myself, because some people say I don't speak quite as well by myself when I do with other people,
That doesn't matter at all, dude. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Look, it's very simple. Just you get yourself one of these, and you'll be fine. You'll be all right.
All right. I'll just get drunk and do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but don't publish it until you sober up enough that you can watch it back and make sure there's no heated gaming moments, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Also, when alt-right, when edgy alt-right YouTubers come at you on Twitter and say like, "Are you drinking to kill yourself?" don't admit that right away. Not right away.
You gotta tease it.
You gotta tease it. First, you point out, like, well, it makes watching you give life lessons to socially maladapted virgins less grating. That's how you lead into it. Just, you know, pro tip. Pro
tip, absolutely. I'm gonna check and see if we got any questions for you or for us in our super chats. Let me do some producing here real fast.
By the way, super chat and the other thing,
Streamlabs.
Okay. That
Streamlabs.
thing, those are great ways to ask this man questions. And if this object poking at you, and you're like, or if you're doing it with your butthole, I ain't here to judge. But if that makes you want to give money to us so that you can ask Ian Miles Cheong a question like, what is it like being mistaken for Arthur Chu on Twitter?
Oh, God.
You know,
he doesn't look anything like Arthur Chu.
The funny thing about Arthur Chu is, like, at first, you know, people...
got that. I've seen it.
You know, when the Gamergaters were... Yeah, when the Gamergators were doing it, it was okay, right? I mean, it was like, okay, it's kind of funny, it's kind of fucked up, but, you know, they don't pretend to be social justice warriors. It's not really problematic, right? But now, you know, you have these social justice warriors who are doing it on purpose, and they're like supposed to be anti-racist, and here they are, you know, doing the whole, like, the ant meme thing, you know. I'm sure you've seen the ant memes, you know.
Yeah.
Like, also, he got so much hate for doing art about me, right? All the social justice warriors went after him. Oh my God. They assume that he's alt-right even though he's actually a liberal, right? And,
of course they do.
So, they attack Otha, the artist. He does all the art for failure.
Otha is amazing. I'm having something done by Otha right now, actually.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Otha, by the way, listen, if you're watching right now, I think you need to know, like, there's a bigger and happier world outside of Failure Accomplished. Failure Accomplished, that motherfucker, like, it's not even a shelf life as much as it is, well, like, you know, it's better to order it vacuum packed on Amazon is all I'm saying.
We love Failure. We love Failure.
I love Failure. He's a good guy.
No, he's more than a good guy. He's a good guy and a very shitty burger broker.
Yeah, it's true. Let me see.
Your hotel room had a full complement of silverware, and he's just like, "Hey, grab a piece off of this." Like, okay, I'm gonna pull it away from you now. What the fuck? I have like a handful of buns. like 2 centimeters worth of meat in there. What am I supposed to? No, you can't have it back. It's mine.
All right. So Thea Sixion says, "Here's some bucks to help Nick D red his cheeks." Anime Moon says, Tariq Nasheed is still melanoma. Praise the format. True that. Drax.
You guys believe I get laid looking like this?
Yeah.
It astounds me.
It's your personality. It
shut the fuck up.
Okay, Drax says Tariq Nasheed is
my mother, but I can't get away with it, so I'll say it to Ian Miles Cheong instead.
Tariq Nasheed is our guy. Carl Sodan says, Shadowlay, shekels for the Saints helping me through a 10-hour shift. Hey, happy to help, man. What a way to end my work week. Glad it's over for you now, buddy. You relax once you're free. Brock says, we have Nick and Floor Jeff. Ian, what do you got? What's your drunken done nickname? If one does not exist, one will be provided.
I don't have one.
Rice Patty Ian! Wait, sorry.
No, come on. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm
creative.
I'm Floor Jeff, because I end up on the floor. Nick is Ceiling Nick, because he ends up on the ceiling. When you are just completely demolished, where do you always end up?
Wow, you know, this is just probably going to be a self-owned, but gaming chair Ian, you know?
Gaming chair Ian. There you go. Gaming chair Ian.
That's not bad. I was thinking doorstep Ian, because I remember all the times I passed out in other people's doorsteps.
I've never had that done. I did land up on the carpet once, though. Like the first time I got super hammered.
Nice.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
the trick is you do it in New York, where everyone just like all the worst thing they'll do is step over you. They're like, yeah, a homeless person. All right, fine. Like, I'm not homeless. I'm a journalist. Yeah, I know. You repeat ourselves.
Okay, so next we also have Geolosophizer. Though this is undoubtedly racist to say, I know it is true. Tibet is superior to Nepal. Okay. Here's the problem. Tibet is not really what people think Tibet is. Pre-occupation Tibet was not a nice place.
No, it was a fucked up place. It was run by the monks, right?
Yep.
And they were an essential tyranny, right? They enslaved all the people there. And then the Chinese, I'm not going to praise the Chinese communists or anything, but this is something they actually did okay. They were right to move in.
Here's a fun thing. If you think about the movie 7 Years in Tibet, right? And you go back to that scene where they're like, I'm going to build a movie theater. And the monks are like, oh, no, we hurting worms when we dig foundation. We hurting worms, no hurt worms, right? The people who had to sift through the dirt and remove the worms to make sure they didn't die, if this really happened, were probably conscripts from the village.
Yeah, they're not monks. The monks were living like royals. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. They found in some of the palace basements and shit, they had effectively dungeons and shit with devices specifically designed to be able to remove people's eyes as punishments. Like, not a fucking nice place. Not a nice place.
It's almost like Westerners have a fucked up concept of Eastern religion, and that ultimately all religion is really actually bad because it justifies terrible things in the name of mystery.
They had snake pits, Like, if you went there as like a Christian missionary...
I take all that back. Anyone with a snake pit is fine. This is why I'm friends with Poisoning the Well. They've got like 3 of them. It's great. They're fucking wonderful. Oh my god, snake pits.
I didn't even know they had this...
You ever throw a chicken in a snake pit?
No.
It's fucking amazing. It's like watching a dog race, except more than other things other than dogs die.
There was actually like legit snake pits. Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah. But I've been to a snake farm before. I guess I don't know if you would call it a farm. It's more like a amusement park, except it's just snakes. And they feed live chickens there. I've seen them. Yeah.
Okay, I've been to Florida too, Ian. Let's not try and flaunt something that's not worth flaunting.
Ooh, my buddy Beast just put out Dalai Lama's own tutor, his 3rd one, was killed by having his testicles beaten until he died. What the fuck?
What? Oh.
Ooh, shit. Wow.
That's why Kundun is always so ingratiating. He's like, whoever you are, I want you to like me. I really want you to like me. So you don't bash my testicles into paste.
Yeah, no, Jesus Christ.
I wasn't planning on that. I just wanted to shake your hand. Can I get away with not calling you Your Holiness now? You can call me Jeff. Oh, okay.
My name is Jeff.
All right,
so
if somebody called the Dalai Lama Jeff with his blessing, you would not be plussed.
Nope.
I mean, whatever. Rhino says, Nick, I'll need a receipt for my Moonju forgiveness so I can show it at the office. Of course you get a receipt. Of course. They have to keep the good records.
Hang on. I'm going to give him this. Take a screenshot of this.
There you go.
There you go. You take that, you print it out in a business card style, you hand that to the... As long as their name ends in something Ebowitz, they'll be like, oh, yeah, you're fine.
Sergeant Buck says, I'd be down for a Southern Sisters threesome, but only if they put on a Southern accent. I don't want to go anywhere near Lauren Southern, but her sister...
We'll get there, don't worry.
Oh, November Mind. November Mind, you are my background sound to my Elite Dangerous. Hope you're kicking the shit out of some space pirates right now. Geolosophizer says, get Habib on the show, you lazy, cynical, anti-theist, nihilist assholes. We will.
Wait, aren't I that thing, and also don't I look like a space pirate? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Kinda. Erudite Fuzz, suggesting sliding down the slippery slope to Southern Sister. South Side is sexism. Got it.
Suddenly the Red Dwarf theme song is playing in my head.
Yeah, a little bit. This one's good. So, It's Raisu says, gaming chair Ian doesn't roll. We need chair Chong. I like that.
Chair Chum. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. See,
It works.
Gonzo Duke, I wanted to ask Arthur Chu his opinion on Peter Coffin. Oh boy. Well, go ask Arthur Chu. But Ian, what do you think of Peter Coffin?
I know him very well. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. And he is like, he actually believes this shit. Like, he threw away his career to be a social justice warrior. Can you imagine that?
That's insane.
Let me ask you this, though. In terms of like personal interactions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Non-political personal interactions.
Yeah.
Is he decent or is he a douchebag? And answer honestly.
Yeah, I want to say that he's decent, but he stopped talking to me because of my politics. So I think he's a douchebag. I mean, anyone who cuts you off because of your politics is a douchebag.
So he's capable of being a decent human being. He just doesn't do that on the regular.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow. That's fucking nuts. Over on Streamlabs, we
By
have...
the way, real quick. If anyone is doubting whether or not Ian Miles Cheong is over the outrage squad, yeah, you just called him Arthur Chu, didn't you? So, I mean, I know I did. So, I think we're good, guys. Now, next, you need to call Lacey Green, Francesca Ramsey, and see how that works out.
Yeah. Game Misconduct says, only two things in this world have never let me down, the format and boobs. Shadowly, my dudes. Shadowly to you. Sunbird 2 turn, y'all better watch out. That white-haired anime guy will steal your heart. It's true. That's true.
I think you have a fan, Ian.
I think so.
I played with her. She's got a lovely voice.
She does. She does have a lovely voice.
And she also knows how to kick ass in PUBG, by the way.
Nice.
That's good.
McSari123. Yo, Nick, what is your take on cheap vermouth? Currently drinking some Noily Prato Original Dry that I paid £20 for, a 0.75 liter bottle. It's really aggressively herby.
Are you drunk?
Just drinking straight vermouth?
My thinking is, yeah, I know. I mean, here's the thing.
You gotta mix it up. You gotta make a cocktail.
Listen, here's the thing. There's a scale.
Yeah.
We've all seen the video. We've all seen the video now, the hot to crazy scale. Yeah, we've all seen that video. The same thing exists in terms of cheap to drunk scale. Yeah. Like, you can get really drunk. I mean, I've had Johnny Walker Blue. That shit's over $300 a bottle.
Yeah,
you know what?
It's good too.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic
stuff.
Yeah, but if I'm offered, I mean, even if I had the money, if I was offered, like, hey, you're drinking tonight. Do you want a shot of Jameson for $6, or do you want a shot of Johnny Walker Blue for 30? Right?
Yeah.
Well, am I drinking to impress people I don't care about, or am I drinking to forget about people I don't care about?
I'd probably still go the Jameson either way, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go with Jameson, yeah, and then if I want to impress people, I'll be like, "Do you have Jameson Black Barrel?"
Right. So actually, I wanted to ask you this. So you live in Malaysia. You live in Malaysia, and I obviously know that Malaysia is not Japan, but you're a lot closer to Japan. So have you had a chance?
Yeah, they invaded us.
Yeah. It's true. They did, didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
Have you ever had a chance to have
the product of the rape of Nanking, and it was just an exceptionally
They actually murdered my great granddad. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he was part of the resistance, and I'm not talking some Antifa bullshit, right? He was a Chinese guy, and
the bolt action.
Yeah, they tortured him to death. Yeah.
No shit. That is insane.
No shit. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask if you've ever had habusaki.
No, I've not. I've had other whiskeys, but no, not that one.
Oh man, habusaki is insane. It's sake, but it's cured with a pit viper inside the fucking bottle, and that shit will fuck you up. It will fuck your world. Oh my god, because you do actually get a very slightly diluted fucking viper venom in with your sake, and that shit like, woo. Ugh. I don't think you can. I don't think you can import it at all. I don't think you can import it, but
not.
It's
like absinthe, right? You can't really import the real stuff because wormwood.
We can now. We can.
No, you can. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's been legal since
sort of
2000.
It's not like the real absinthe, though, is it? I mean, it's not like the
wormwood absinthe.
It is technically real absinthe, but the absinthe that gets imported over here has a greatly reduced amount of wormwood than what you can actually find over in Europe. In the right places, you can find like potent fucking absinthe. I do have a guy who's a moonshiner and he makes his own, and that shit is whoa.
I only object to this, and this might actually be a thing because I noticed when I was a beer and booze reviewer, like a beer columnist.
Yeah.
The kind of shit and these were like international PR companies. I don't know how the fuck they found me. They're like, "Hey, you want a whole bottle of this shit to review?" Like, yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, yes, I would love to review your spirit, and then I would drink the whole thing and write the review 2 days later. But I do remember I got sent some like very genuine absinthe from Europe. And this is the weird thing, shit from over there would come through, and sometimes it would make it through the nanny filter, right?
Right.
And then other times it'd be like, oh, if you try this again, you'll be fine. It's like, I don't do shit. But yeah, this wormwood. And it was the weirdest thing. I noticed after several shots of this, like, fucking bright green shit, I'm noticing, like, I feel fucked up. But it's almost more like being stoned and drunk at the same time, except without the being sick and the making bad decisions.
That's kind of like the first time I ever did ketamine, honestly. It's very similar.
Really?
Yeah, dude, man.
The K-hole to me felt like an actual hole.
I didn't fall in.
Now
no, I didn't
I'm
fall
high on this shit.
No, I didn't fall. I didn't fall into a K-hole. I didn't fall into a K-hole. The guy was actually very smart about it. He's like, "Here's a bunch of ketamine. Now, before you fall into a K-hole, here's a giant line of coke." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And that just kind of balances you out a little bit, and you kind of like walk around, and it feels like your head is staying in one location, but your body is scampering underneath you, kind of like the Flintstones mobile a little bit. It's really weird. Yeah.
Not all of us are that lucky, Jeff. Ian, tell us about your experiences with illicit drugs in Malaysia now on record.
Oh wow. Nothing illicit, but I can get like prescription drugs they'll give you a high. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're pretty stern about drugs in Malaysia, aren't they?
Extremely stern. I mean, they'll hang you if they catch you with cocaine or something.
Well, yeah, but does it work out like? Do you have like Mexican pharmacies where it's basically like Walgreens, except there's no?
Oh no, nothing like that. It's extremely controlled. Yeah.
Wow.
But if you want these drugs, all you have to do is go across the border and go to Thailand, and it's a wild west out there.
Listen,
oh yeah.
Don't say that word too loud, otherwise Chris Dangerfield will somehow break into the stream and tell us about everything.
All right, so we got another.
Thailand, man, Thailand. The thing is, what you gotta do?
I love
is
Chris
you gotta do a bunch of
Dangerfield.
heroin in the bathroom.
He might not like me very much, but I really like Chris Dangerfield. I think he's a cool dude.
If
He's
Chris
interesting.
Dangerfield doesn't like you very much, I'll sort him out.
He was talking to like some guy who doesn't like me. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention.
Oh, Chris Dangerfield, you on notice, boy.
Sergeant Buck asks, Ian, post Gamergate, you looked semi-jacked. Maybe it's that glorious pseudo-Aryan hair. Real talk, though, what was it that shrimp pilled you out of the insanity?
It was a long period of things. I didn't like how people were being dehumanized. I thought that was really, counterintuitive to whatever bullshit cause they were after, right? The social justice warriors. I have a good friend who pulled me out of it. I had people who stuck by me. I'm talking conservative, centrist, liberals even, who are not social justice warriors, who you know, they saw that I was getting way too far into the sinkhole, right? It was like fucking quicksand, you know. The more you try to get into the fucking thing, the more you get trapped in it. So they pulled me out. You know, my best friend pulled me out. Yeah. Absolutely. So it's always good to have your friends, and that's the reason why the SJWs, they will tell you to cut these people out of your life. That's why, you know, on Twitter you'll see these very prominent social justice progressives telling people to cut out their family members and their friends who post like opinions they don't like on Facebook or Twitter. They're like, oh, you don't need this person in your life. Yeah, you do. You need that perspective. You can't live in an ideological echo chamber.
Well, on that note, and Jeff, I'm taking control of the format again.
We got two more. We got two more.
Okay, fine. Let's run.
And I did want to say too, also, you know, on the same thing of you need to cut people out who disagree with you. There is another person who does that quite often. His name is Stefan Molyneux. Just saying.
No, and listen, I don't.
he does that shit.
On behalf of the YouTube Saints, I don't want to say that Stefan Molyneux is in any way very much identical to the Church of Scientology, and that if you follow his teachings, you're a fucking retard, just like you are Scientology. I'm not here to say that, but I am here on behalf of the YouTube Saints to say that Stefan Molyneux is not a Scientologist. He is his own separate version of retarded, and that if you follow him, you are yourself a separate version of retarded, but not necessarily a Scientologist. But you can graduate if you dedicate yourself to the ways of blowing your own fucking mind out through really terrible thinking. So,
no filter, Nick. No filter, Nick. Ideological Limbo says, Shadowly, my dudes, our people will be free. Hashtag praise the format. Hashtag free Kekistan. Hashtag face for change. Oh, face for change, yeah. Pocket says, was just booted out of the stream. Shadowly, my dudes. Pinkies up for moon juice.
Let's all offer. Or you know what? Let's coordinate it in our trio here. Offer pinkies up for moon juice and an O face for, what was it?
O face for change.
O face for change.
Peace. What the fuck ever.
O face for change. There we go. We're good.
There you go. Yeah. And by the way, if you do watch, if you watch Stefan Molyneux seriously and you actually believe the shit he says, you're probably functionally retarded.
Unless you believe this Bitcoin stuff, which actually worked out, you know.
That's true. That's true. He was smart about that.
A broken clock is right twice a day, unless it's a digital clock. And Stefan Molyneux is not that technologically inclined. Moving on.
So I just wanted to point out real quick, because we didn't get a chance to show it before. Sergeant Buck did this awesome CGI art of me and Nick. It's fucking badass. It's really fucking cool. I'm in love with it. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much. All right. So Nick, move us on.
On the record, I am actually taller than Jeff.
Well, yeah, in the CGI, he got that right. You're about 3 inches taller than me. You're 6 foot.
You're supposed to be the guy on the right.
No.
I'm the guy with the bottle, Jeff.
No, because my hair is darker than yours. Look, it's very simple. I am the one on the left because I wear more darker clothes than you, and my hair is darker than yours. And you're the guy on the right. Because that's your fucking hair, dude. That's your hair.
You go on. You go ahead and you claim that melanin privilege all you like.
I'm 5'9", 5'10" in my boots. You're 6'1" in boots. Weren't you? You're 6. You're 6 foot, aren't you?
I'm 5'11" and a half.
Really? You seemed a lot taller in real life. I don't know.
I know that's because you seemed a lot shorter in real life. Let's move on.
Fuck you! Kiss my ass, dude. I'm average. I'm gonna sound like such a short dude now. I'm average height, Nick. Thanks very much. Oh God.
Oh, you don't sound like a short guy. You sound like.
You gotta sound more like Destiny. You know.
Yeah, it's like my dick is average sized.
I gotta do the Destiny spurg out, man.
Whoa, hey, listen, that is not fair. Listen, last December, I fucked a blind albino who did that same thing when I was inside of her, and that's not fair. Jeff, you stop it. You're kink shaming, and at the same time you're being ableist. And we've got a one-time social justice warrior. I'm ashamed I had to call that out, Ian. I'm glad I got to do that for you. Let's move.
Hold on. Blind albino. Is she from Portland by any chance?
I'm not saying anything.
Because there was a case.
Shush! I will explain this to you in the after chat. Okay. You can shut the fuck up right now. How's that? Yeah! There we go. Let's move on.
Jesus fucking Christ, Nick. All right, well, introduce us to our next. God damn it, Nick. Son of a bitch. I just can't even. I don't even know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Yes, no, listen, this isn't for you or the audience. I'm just conveying a code to Ian. Can we move on, Jeff?
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's
do that.
Now, what are we moving on to?
Something that prevents. Actually,
we've got a format.
I know.
Undersubbed? Are we moving on?
No, hang on. No, I want to play this fucking meme real quick. It's just a second. You guys won't be able to hear it, unfortunately, but it's just. It's from Destiny and Sargon's debate that they had.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Let me finish this entire.
No, it doesn't. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's.
All right, moving on. Anyway, so we're done with that. My bad. I deeply apologize.
He just gulped down the entire glass of wine.
Did he?
Oh, almost. Half of it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a format. That means it is time to move on to our undersubbed, our oversubbed, our cringe of the week. We're rapid fire. We're in the fucking tube with Ian Miles Cheong, ready to fucking do this.
So fine, let's do this. What are we doing?
So, Ian, you recommended this channel to us. Do you want to introduce this young lady to us?
Oh yeah, that's my friend Alizee. She is new to YouTube. I mean, yeah, more or less new to YouTube, and she just released her first video, which is kind of like This Week in Stupid, except with a lot funnier person, a lot less dry. It's got basically This Week in Stupid, a lot of social justice nonsense, a lot of crazy news headlines, like the Metro had this thing where they said pedophiles were presenting themselves as chicken nuggets on the internet in order to fool. Yeah.
Let's watch. You have that. You have the My Circle link open, right?
I do.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
A weekly video series in which I share with you, the viewer, all manner of ridiculous things that be making me laugh throughout the week. This is shit posting in real life. This is a highly original idea that has never been done before.
Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Stupid for the 17th of September.
Before we get started, I would like to announce that Senpai finally noticed me on Twitter.
Owen Jones.
Not only did he notice me, but I'm one of the very few people he still has not yet blocked. This has truly made my week. I think it might be love. Sargon of Akkad would be so proud of me. God rest his Twitter.
Aw, shed a tear. I need to go get something else to drink, but glasses up for Sargon's Twitter.
I'll talk all kinds of shit while you're
Disclaimer alert, I am a...
Oh yeah? Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink. You guys, describe some more about Alizee.
Wait! I can't play the video!
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
would
wait
have
for
been
him.
a handy fucking thing to like, I'm gonna go away now. Hey, how you doing, Ian?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, it's great. You know, by the way, I'm gonna put it on record here. I'm not Sargon's fucking secretary. The guy doesn't fucking talk to me. So if you want to get messages to Carl, you go ahead and message Jeff. Yeah.
I do like the fact that people know I talk to Sargon, so they'll send me messages to relate to Sargon.
Oh, of course you talk to Sargon. Yeah, no, you talk to Sargon. I've only known him 4 years. He only drunkenly fucking hugged me in one of those really awkward embraces.
Yeah.
Saying like, oh, yeah, no, we're great friends. And it's like, oh, hey, I know we're great friends. Hey, can I get you on Saints? Can I get you on Saints? Can I get you on Jeff? Can you get him on Saints? Oh, Jeff got him on Saints! But
what the fuck are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Like, okay,
I'm
so
just entertaining the crowd as you had hoped I would, Jeff. Now, can we get back to the video, please?
But here's the thing. No, hang on.
So wonderful, and you interrupted it because your bladder is the size of a 4-year-old.
That is actually very true. I'm just saying, I have these little earbuds, and I set them down on the other side of the table, and as I'm coming back in with my new beer, I could hear you, even though they're earbuds, I could fucking hear you through the door.
You brought defective earbuds into your own studio, Jeff. That's not my fault you bought bad Amazon earbuds. Listen, you bought those things, okay? If you wanted to buy earbuds, buy earbuds. Don't buy speakers.
Yeah, you need IEMs, right? In-ear monitors.
See? Look, Ian knows why I'm right and you're not. Let's continue with the video before...
Massive idiot with a terrible sense of humour. For our first news item, are you worried about your children on the internet? Concerned about who or what they may be speaking to? Well, mothers, lock up your daughters, because a news report by the Daily Mirror has reported that paedophiles are pretending to be chicken nuggets and even rogues on social media in an attempt to nonce your teens. This is real life and not an episode of Brass Eye.
We're after your help too. So footage of a paedophile disguised as a school. He's been getting away with it in Sheffield for 12 years. Do you know him? Have you...
What the fuck?
I feel like I've just watched a Michelin Web sketch right here.
Oh, this one's a sketch. Yeah, this one is this is from Brass Eye. Amazing show.
Wait, hold on.
I feel like I just did a big old line of fucking ketamine. What the fuck is happening?
Wait, so no, just so we're clear though, does she do sketches herself, or does she just?
No. She
those who deserve them, the bump.
She does like occasional YouTube compilations and stuff. But this particular scene that you're seeing right now is a sketch from a show called Brass Eye from 17 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, Brass Eye was fucking classic. Man, I don't know.
Imitating art now, you know?
By the fucking way, I see you, Gonzo Duke, you fucking snide little bastard. I see you. And I'll tell you what. I promise. At a future date, a throat punch to everyone who super chats or Streamlab donates asking me to deliver a message to Sargon, which I will never deliver.
That did happen a lot today. That happened a lot
That
today.
happens every goddamn day, Jeff!
Man, I don't know what's happening. All I know is I just did this ketamine, and now this school wants to fuck me.
Every day.
It's really weird.
And the thing is, I hear your message.
I don't understand how someone can pretend to be a chicken nugget on the internet. What kind of stuff would they tweet about? If hypothetically, this clearly well thought out plan did happen, surely alarm bells would ring when said teen notices that their meetup isn't a 6-piece box of chicken McNuggets. Is this simply hysterical by the Daily Mirror in an effort to make parents fear the internet? Can you trust that a road sign truly is what it says it is? Or was this journalist just drunk on a slow news day? Only time will tell. My next news story comes from the trending bar of the cesspill of internet journalism, the Metro.
Yeah. I'm not going to elucidate them here. I'm just saying after listening to all that, I definitely have questions.
Mm-hmm. I have a few myself.
Let's ignore that the man in number 4 looks like an aging hippie PewDiePie, and that someone thought this picture was a good representation of an off-grid family. and instead turn our attention to the #1 trending story on Metro that day. Family so excited about Christmas they've already put their tree up. Every day, journalists stray further from God's light. Becky and daughter Lily Mae pictured with their Christmas tree here, in case that wasn't inferred enough from the title alone. Not only did the Metro think that this fluff piece was worthy of the #1 trending spot, they also missed the real story. Where's the rest of the Christmas tree? I feel like this story should be featured on the subreddit Mad Lads. Becky is known as the crazy one in her friend group. If no one stops her, she'll be decorating for Easter in November. Truly mental.
Alright.
I am in love with this channel right now.
I am too.
Shit.
No, yeah. This is fucking great.
It's so good.
Oh man. Yeah, so by all means.
We get all kinds of suggestions for undersubbed and all of this. This is the first channel in recent memory. I'm like, I want to see the next video that she comes out.
Yeah. Give her a sub. Seriously, give her a sub.
Yeah, she's like watching what's his name? The guy who played Rimmer on Dwarf.
Yeah.
This is like listening to a writer from Red Dwarf be like, I'm gonna spitball some ideas now. Here we go. I love it. I love it. Go subscribe to what's her name again?
Alizee.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's great. I just subbed to her and I'm gonna follow her on Twitter because she's brilliant. That's really
she's hilarious.
Really good.
Like every day, there's at least like 5 fire tweets making fun of people. It's just gold.
Oh yeah.
She might need to be on Saints one night.
Oh yeah.
She might.
Definitely.
She might.
It's just where I'm not saying that we need funny people here because Jeff and I can only carry the show so much. Ian.
I'm not drunk enough to be funny right now.
No, you're fired tonight. No, this is good. This is good. This has been a fucking great show, man. I'm having an awesome time. Nick's just being a dick. No filter, Nick. Yeah,
that is true.
All right, so
just a dick with a body around it. And if all of you go and find YouTube Saints on Patreon, you can find the dick in the after thing, and that makes the best jokes.
That's why we don't have a Patreon.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff! The joke only works if they discover it on their own.
Yeah, guys, go look us up on Patreon.
Find us. It might take some spelling twerks and such,
Just keep trying. Just keep.
Maybe like the I goes before the A. I don't know. Maybe Nick was drunk when he set it up. I don't know. I better go look it up and give someone money. And then you come back here and be like, oh, you got me. Hey, here's a PayPal. There we go. Then,
God.
Only then will we get this kind of funny blonde on. Provided that she's available.
I did want to say I do actually really want to get that girl on Saints too. She's fucking dope as shit. I love. I
probably can. I mean, I'll talk to her. I'll ask her. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this girl and also the YouTuber that girl who's one of our mods and a great YouTuber. She's awesome.
And that girl.
I want this girl and that girl.
All of a sudden, Jeff Holiday becomes me when I'm talking to stuttering soliloquy.
Look. It's very simple. It's very simple.
This girl and that girl.
We need to get our first female guest on. Zebro demands it. We need to finally get a female guest on.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll say honestly, having been to VidCon, Barbara for U2C's dick was very disappointing.
I mean, I liked it. I like veiny.
Well, of course you liked it, Jeff. Anything that doesn't require too much lube is right up your alley, isn't it?
It was very wet. I like dick. I don't know, whatever. So anyway, look. Okay,
move on, please.
Let's move on. Time for the oversubbed of the week. The oversubbed this week is Rebel Edge. Rebel Edge. And so we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game with this.
My pick, by the way.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what the?
You couldn't tell.
You want to explain the game to everybody, Nick?
Here's the fun thing. Here's the fun game, right? So we are going to show you Rebel Edges. The Rebel Edge. We're showing you their promo video. This is their introduction trailer video on their channel. Now, I want you, the smart viewer, to spot how many people are either involved in lawsuits or have already been fired by Rebel Media.
Yep, let's do it.
There's no topic
we won't touch.
There is no
opinion. Too offensive.
You can't tell us what to say or what to think.
Offensive.
Shocking. Irreverent. The Rebel Edge.
Now, here's the thing. Here's my theory. I have a theory that the Rebel Edge was responsible for Laura Loomer never changing her tires.
What were you gonna say, Ian?
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Goddamn globalists.
Everyone on that video except for Tommy Robinson no longer works there.
I know, and that's still up on their front page. God, I love it.
I love the name of their trailer too. Is shocking, irreverent, offensive, fired. They're also fired. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fired or quit. Fired or quit. Now
everybody else is better off without Rebel. You know.
Oh
now,
yeah.
Just now, if you guys have seen Kaylin, that little, the British twink.
Yeah, Kaylin. Yeah.
Yeah, Kaylin's video, or maybe you've seen Laura Loomis' tire, or maybe you've seen anything Gavin McGinnis has ever put out. Rebel is kind of like on the ropes. Really, it's just terrible. It's been terrible. It's continuing to be terrible, and it's getting worse as it goes along. Now, here's the fun thing, right? Yeah, here's the fun thing. When we get to Rebel and Kaylin. Rebel is this edgy. We're free speech, man. We've got facts on our side. We're like Milo Yiannopoulos' wet dream, bro. Except the fact is
they're black.
Oh no, more than that. They're fake black. They're Sean King black. They're
black. They're black priests.
Oh. They're not black. They're block list. This is the point. Rebel TV is using a block list, and I know because I'm on it. I know because I'm blocked. Now, I've criticized Rebel a bunch. Now, if Rebel has privately blocked me on Twitter because I've criticized him, that's worse than a block list. But let's give Ezra and all of his petitions as much credit as we can, shall we?
Sure.
Now, in the course of this, now Kaylin, that brave little twink from England? The one? The one?
Sure.
Yeah, you probably gave it to him in his bum there at some point. He's pretty easy. But what I'm saying, here's my point. Now, Kaylin went around shopping around this whole video he made. It was well produced. It was well produced, and we all know what well produced news media means. Now, Kaylin was shopping around this well produced video for a while, and then I had actually somebody. Here's the thing. Today I had a whole thing. I'm like, if you want help, don't fucking ask me. I'm done helping random strangers because it's a pain in the dick. But. This one guy came to me about a few months back. Can't remember his name because I don't fucking know. I drink too much. But he asked me, he's like, ask Kaylin to release the raw footage from this event of the video that he released a video on. Because this video is heavily edited.
Okay.
And it is edited to, it is edited. No. Yeah, it's clever editing. Now, I did nothing more than ask Kaylin to release the raw footage of this video. And you know what it resulted in?
A block.
Oh! What was that?
A block.
What?
A block.
Well, I can't hear you. Can you say that a little bit louder, boy?
A block. Yeah.
That's the one! It was a block! Now tell me, if you in this new modern media age, you want to believe Paul Joseph Watson in front of his maps and shit, maybe you want to think Alex Jones isn't actually just blowing smoke up your ass to sell nutraceuticals to you. If you want to believe this, consider this. A step down from InfoWars and Prison Planet, that's Rebel Media. That's just kind of between InfoWars and Breitbart. Yeah? Now, in the course of this, how much horse shit do you think these people are willing to stuff down your gullet just to get you to keep clicking on their goddamn videos and ads? When we've got up here, Paul Joseph Watson, in the course of which I called him out on fucking saying that he had a DM from a senior NBC executive, and he's going to tweet that story and produce a video without question. Oh, except it was just somebody trolling him. But when you call him on, he's like, my views. Yeah, that's up here. And then down here, you got Breitbart, which is like, well, listen, we never really liked Milo.
What?
It's a complicated thing. Marriage is complicated.
What's preventing people getting married?
I've already pointed to some things. Maybe unfair.
You know the answer, but you don't say it because then it changes your whole.
No, it doesn't. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's.
Okay, time for super chats. Yeah, let's do super chats.
Back to what I was goddamn.
No, time for super chats. Time for super chats. Hey.
Let's go with money. By the way, for all the shit I was talking, if you enjoyed any of that, please give money. Sign our petition.
Sign our petition.
I'll make a fucking petition afterwards, but sign it and give us money, because without that, Gavin McInnes cannot keep himself in mustache wax as thoroughly as he's been.
Spectacular Wanderer asks, hey Ian, has Linda Sarsour ever responded to you?
No, she has not. I don't think she even responds to people. Except for like white people to dunk on them. Yeah.
Or Allah. Shut the fuck up. She responds to Allah, who's like, you're a dumb bitch. Like, I love you. No, seriously, you're a dumbass bitch. I love you, Allah.
So, Jack Wilson, for undersub candidate Zarathustra's Serpent, his breakdowns of the centuries-old philosophical history of our current culture war are so thorough, YouTube won't let me post a link in Super Chat. I'll have to check it out, absolutely. Zarathustra's Serpent, okay. Rhino, yeah, but Ian, can you climb a mountain?
You know what that's a reference to?
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay, so that guy Mike Stuckberry, he's the British Australian teacher who tried to ban banter. You know, the word banter. He tried to ban it from schools.
Okay.
He's like a Twitter historian. You know, he calls himself a historian in his bio, so therefore he is a historian. He's not actually a historian.
Of course
he has been engaging in a Twitter war with me and Paul Joseph Watson, and he has been just quote tweeting us nonstop. And we've been dunking on him together, right? Yeah, I know you don't like Paul Joseph Watson, but he and I are pretty chill. Right?
I do have to ask, though. I do have to ask, Ian, can you help me slide into Paul's DMs? Because I've got a great story for him.
Oh my god. I'll have to check. But
we'll talk.
Anyway, he has been trying to dunk on us, and somebody at The Independent is really reciprocative to his nonsense. You know, they're like, an alt-right journalist, meaning me. I'm not actually alt-right, but whatever. Got owned on Twitter today by a historian. You know, that's like every fucking week they write a story like that, and it's all his long rants about whatever nonsense. Like this is a tangent, but bear with me. He said that Paul Joseph Watson and I pointed out how the BBC was running like a cartoon, saying that white people, like back in like the Iron Age, were black. Right? And we're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Right? And fucking, you know, this Mike Stuckberry guy, he's like, oh, but, you know, the Romans were like a very multicultural, diverse society, so therefore there were black people. And then I pointed out how, you know, there's like all these fucking videos show the kilts as black people. I'm like, what? The kilts are black. Really?
Ian, can I be an absolute cunt with you right now?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. All right. That being the case, yeah.
Oh boy.
I want to ask you if you are willing to say that a man who believes in chemtrails and believes that the government is trying to poison children with vaccines is actually a disingenuous cunt.
I don't know what his views are on that right now.
Well, no, I just explained them to you. Those are his views.
Okay,
They
so
were like maybe his views in 2008.
PJ himself doesn't usually talk about those issues. It's Alex that talks about it.
Alex Jones who does it.
Let me strike all of that. Ian, as a journalist, would you say that a man who takes an unsourced direct message via Twitter from someone who claims to be a senior executive at a major news network and runs a story on that is at the very least a shit source for information?
I could apply that to myself.
You're not getting. And I love you. I love you. Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
Would you take that kind of source?
I have by accident. Yeah.
Would you knowingly? Would you? Oh, better yet. Better.
I'm gonna keep this thing like locked and loaded all the time.
I just want to ask this. Let me ask this for the last one. Last one. If you were caught as a journalist using an unverified source of Twitter DMs, a troll, and you ran with it right away without verifying anything at all, right? And you were called on it, would you try and use the views on that video as justification for what you did?
No.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
All right, so continuing on.
I told you
continuing
I was being a cunt tonight.
Yeah, so Mike Stuckberry, right? Yeah. He Celts being black, so I called him out on it. Paul Joseph Watson called him out on it, but Independent ran the story, of his fucking rant, where he's like, "Oh, proved you wrong," and this has happened like multiple times. Anyway, we've been going back and forth, and today, or rather yesterday, I just lose track of time. He sent me like fucking 15 messages telling him about how great his life was and how he had climbed a mountain.
Yeah, but I've climbed a mountain, bro.
Yeah, it's like I'm supposed to be impressed by that somehow. Like I've accomplished so much less because he has climbed a mountain. He has done literally a thing that tens of thousands of people have done and do every day.
One more question then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I ask better questions than Dave Rubin?
I don't know, because I haven't been on the show yet.
Oh, okay. Hey. Well, you'll get there. Don't worry. He'll basically like.
I know. He gets accused of being a softball. Right,
No. It's not about softball questions. It's more about like how we open this show when we're like, we only drop to the knees, but we drop to both knees, and he'll jerk you right off. Don't worry.
Rockus says, "Hey, no need to fight." I'm
so hard on Ruben's show.
Brockus says, "No need to fight. I'm taller than both of you, lol." William Rhodes says, "Just found out I'm taller than Jeff and Nick. Fuck all you tall ass motherfuckers. Kiss my ass." William Rhodes says,
"You are unwieldy, sir. If you are above 5'11", you're unwieldy."
William Rhodes says, "Ching Chang Chong beats Cher Chong." Nah, no. Gonzo Duke, hey Nick. Yeah, that's lazy. That's lazy.
Yeah.
What?
Gonzo Duke
Chong is lazy.
It's lazy.
He gave money. What does he want?
He wants. I don't know, penis attention. Gonzo Duke says, "Hey Nick, could you let Sargon know that I found the greatest IPA? I would love to send him some."
Oh, I'll let him know at our next meeting.
Why don't you just send the IPA to Nick?
Yeah, send the IPA to Nick, and Nick will make sure it gets to Sargon. Promise.
Oh,
Carl.
Yeah, I would never drink a beer that showed up in the mail for me or for someone else. Ever.
Mm.
And I don't lie.
Carl Sodan says, laugh my ass off. A pedophile disguised as a school. I'm dying. That was fucking great. Alex Blackfoot. Jeff, tell Nick I want him to relay a message to Sargon for me. The message is hi. Okay. Nick, tell Sargon Alex says hi. Spectacular Wanderer.
Been here like last week during the fucking midweek stream. He was here.
I know he
Great.
was on. He was on the
great.
midweek show with us. Yeah.
Electric.
Spectacular Wanderer says, "Hey Carl, Nick said it was cool to message here." Rhino says, "Antonio Cromartie of Colts cut for kneeling." That's fucking weird, man. I don't know. Maybe I should make a whole video about that. Gonzo Duke says, "I need to hear the epic Lauren Southern Nick rant before the show is over." We could.
No, I'll do that before we close out.
All right, Richard Johnson 955. Nick the Sick. # Bachelor Party. Milady Cleric says, "Love you guys. Take my money." Erudite Fuzz says, "Raped by a school," also known as How I Joined Antifa. And then moving over to Streamlabs, trying to catch up as quick as we can so we can move the format along.
Let me know when you're done.
Austin Kane says, let me move this over real quick. Beep, 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 beep. Austin Kane says, 4chan is a topic I've been assigned for a communications class in university. Prerequisite for graduation. Yeah, any advice on where to start for a place to start looking for linguistic characteristics besides just shit posting on poll, or B, maybe A? No. I have no advice. It's 4chan.
Why would you go? You know what? Yeah, here's the thing. At some point, someone handed you a shovel, and then you decided to dig a grave, and then put your own name upon it. And you're like, "Hey, yeah, no, I'm a little sleepy. Can you not throw dirt on me when I climb into this hole?" That's pretty much what you've done. But
I mean,
you know
it'll be a fascinating paper. It'll be a really fascinating paper.
Yeah,
You'll probably be wrong, and anyone who goes 4chan is gonna read it, and they'll be like,
No, that's fine. He can be wrong, but at the same time, here's the real trick. If you can get a DM to Paul Joseph Watson telling him that you're an academic specializing in Chan culture, he will report anything you say without question.
"Oh, Nick, his DMs are open. His DMs are open. So
his DMs are open. As long as he's got a map behind him, he's very sure whatever you have told him through Twitter DMs is true. This doesn't mean that he's an idiot who doesn't belong on the internet. It just means that he's an idiot who will listen to you. So, go for it. Tell Paul Joseph Watson that the lizard people are coming out of the center of the earth. And
Jack Wilson says,
poisoned all of our goddamn vaccines with AIDS. You go right ahead and do that, and he will report that without question because he is retarded.
All right. So anyway,
I was getting into that.
I know you were. Jack Wilson says, undersub Zarathustra's Serpent. Same as said before, with the link actually to it. I will check out Zarathustra's Serpent, I promise. Tiberius Kirk says, just throwing some love to you. Chatelet, my Keck brothers and sisters. Chatelet to you. Sergeant Buck, daily reminder that Destiny wants to pay Mexico money to run naval sorties across them, and he thinks raising the minimum wage while inflating the labor market will keep the cost of an iPhone 10 below retarded 99.
That's a Navy? Yeah. What? I want everyone to think about that for a second. What do you imagine the Mexican Navy looks like?
Pretty good, actually. The Mexican Marines are the only incorruptible military force in Mexico.
Oh, I know, I know.
That is actually very true.
Funny thing is if you imagine what it is versus what it actually is, and then you compare that to the actual police force.
The police they're terrible. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I know. They know.
Okay.
They
so
know
Nick,
how to run a militarized force, a militarized, entity. But then they're like, oh, the police. Let's not pay them shit because when is a civil servant with a shitty payroll ever sold out to criminals?
They're like the LAPD of like the 1940s.
Yeah.
That's how bad
Okay.
they are, right?
So Nick, here's your soapbox. Here's your podium. Lauren Southern, go.
All right. Here's the thing. Fox News established within our society this notion that a beautiful blonde with big tits will get our attention. And the truth of that is that it does. Oh my God! Who would have imagined? Now, as we go forward, we find Lauren Southern, who can kind of semi-eloquently express some particular conservative sentiments with her big smile and her bright eyes and her beautiful hair the whole time staring you right in the face. And here's the thing, you are really totally listening and considering the depth of the political message. Basically, when you're listening to Lauren Southern, you're in no way looking at a pretty girl talking at you. It's basically like you're reading Thomas Paine, right? Except fucking no. That's why we have Tommy fucking Loren. That's why we have the entire cast of Fox and Friends. What we have are people assuming that you are fucking retarded. That the only thing you want is blonde hair, big blue eyes, and tits. And that whatever they say is gonna seep into your brain through your fucking earlobe.
I gotta.
They assume that you're. No. This is my rant, Ian. You can't fucking. It's not.
He's the guest. He's the guest.
What we've got here is not a failure to communicate. It's a fucking fantastic fucking accomplishment of communications. Because this whole medium of, hey, let's show you a pretty blonde with nice big titties and blonde hair and big blue eyes. They know what's best for you in your society. Now, despite the fact that, like, Lauren Southern wants to tell you that all of the orgies you had in your past are why society is crumbling, or the fact that she can't get pregnant with a fucking husband is an example of the fact of why society
is she married? Is she married?
I don't fucking know. Probably not. She seems pretty fucking desperate, don't you think, with all that cleavage?
No,
I don't know. Maybe that's just a media.
That
but my point here,
wrap it up.
Is that all of these hot blondes, if you have an attractive person telling you news and explaining politics to you, the singular best thing you can do is take the video away and listen to what they're saying. Because if you listen to what they're saying, and then you listen to what other ugly people might be saying, and you listen to a whole range of things, and you actually gain that filthy, centrist position in which you actually have to think about what's being said as opposed to who is telling it to you, maybe, fucking maybe, you might not be as much a moron as the person who's speaking to you on the other side of the screen. But if
that's good. That's
fucking politics.
That's good.
According to the fucking rants and rambles of somebody who might happen to be attractive to you, and that's what you base it on, you are a fucking moron, and you should not vote. End of the rant.
Okay,
I want to respond.
I kind of think we need to make. Hang on, I kind of also think we need to make this like.
I think that.
Lydia, go.
Yeah, I think that you have a point there that people should listen to the content of the argument and not who's making it. Right? I agree with that. But look at how many people make fun of Tommy Lauren compared to how many people, make fun of Lauren Southern. Because Lauren Southern, in my opinion, this is my opinion, you may feel free to disagree with me. Yes, but besides that, she actually has good points. And Tommy, not really. More often than not, she says some nonsense. Look at the that chick that Rebel Media hired, the one who went with Richard Spencer. No.
Oh, sorry.
The one who went with Richard Spencer.
Laura Loomer.
No, Laura Loomer.
Sorry.
No,
I'm getting my brain dead conservative blondes mixed up.
No.
I can't remember what her name is. I remember who you're talking about.
Goldie or something. Right? So
Yeah, Goldie.
Yeah, Faith Goldie. Yeah. Like,
oh yeah, that one. She's all about the fucking white nationalism.
Yeah, who even fucking listens to her? Nobody listens to her. Like, all the conservatives are like, you're a fucking moron. You're a retard. You know? I mean, yeah, you might be hot or whatever. We don't agree with you. So I disagree with this idea that people are just going to listen to a person just because of how they look. I think it helps. I know.
There is this is a fucking. This is honestly a credit to the fucking guttural conservative market. It's that they can actually make a fucking dividing line in terms of what dumb blondes they'll listen to and what dumb fucking brunettes they'll dismiss. Congratulations! When it comes to white nationalism, that's too much. But in the meantime, if you happen to enjoy a casual sex life outside of marriage, oh, well, that is a fucking, oh my god, we need to make a fucking political issue out of that. Let's listen to Lauren fucking Southern about
I have something to say.
Fuck. Yeah?
I have something to say. Yeah. Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
That's good. No, that was very good. It's good. It's good. The power, the heat is good. The heat is good. The heat is good. Here's my problem. My big problem that I have with Lauren Southern is very, very simple. She's naive. She's naive as fuck. Now, she might have good ideas, she might have good opinions. At times when she starts saying something, she might really speak some wisdom. And some of that wisdom flies into the face of what otherwise is kind of preconceived notions, established parameters by society that we think we have to adhere to. And she tries to espouse an idea that, especially with her trad family values sort of thing, that it is okay and you're not radical for wanting to have a traditional family. And I think that message is actually very important. It is. Because far too often you have people who want to have a traditional family, who want to live like the basic humdrum, you know, we've all been accustomed to it, American lifestyle. And that's fine. That's cool. She gives a voice to that. She gives a voice to that. And that's cool. That's fine. And I believe that it is really important that we have conservative voices putting out their best efforts and their best opinions, because that is a very relevant demographic inside of America and inside of the world. My problem is that she's naive. She's extremely naive. Maybe it's because she's young. Maybe it's because the people who are her handlers keep giving her really fucking bad advice. But she does incredibly stupid fucking things. Now, whether or not that is her fault or not, whether it is her decision or not to enact some of these stupid fucking decisions that she's done is irrelevant. It's still done under her name and done under her brand. Her bullshit in the sea off the coast of fucking Italy was retarded. It was retarded.
Wait. Yeah.
Hey!
Amateurs be able to have naval.
We're just gonna turn down Skype there for a minute. There, that's good. Okay. Now that was fucking retarded. It was fucking retarded. Whether or not the idea of it, whether or not it was based in altruism, is completely irrelevant. It ended up being an insane gaffe. Now, how she responded to it being an insane gaffe was extremely naive and extremely bullshit. On top of that, if you really want to espouse a bunch of trad values and try and tell me that the traditional way of life is a really good way to do it, maybe you need to live a traditional style life. I do not, and I will never buy into somebody's belief style that they need, that they have the best intentions at heart, trying to say this is the best way to do a traditional lifestyle, would they themselves have completely foregone that and are just arbitrarily telling people how they should live. She's naive, she's young, she needs to grow the fuck up. Other than that, she can have really good ideas.
But you know what?
That's how I feel about it.
I think that she is... what she does is great, because a lot of people, what they do is they tear down other people, right? That's all they do. All they do is tear down people, and they don't uplift people. Whereas Lauren Southern, she actually, when she makes videos and she puts out a lot of content on YouTube, it's positive advice. You know, she gives actually good advice to women, to young women, to people younger than her, people her age, people who are, you know, still finding themselves, like young women who look up to her. She actually gives really good advice, as opposed to, you know, being regressive or being reactionary, which is often the case. Like, I'm a very reactionary person. I make no secrets about that. I react to people, to what they say. I don't. I barely do anything, you know, that I guess you could say constructive, and that's my feeling. And that's something that she doesn't do, which is why I like her, you know? It's like we need people like her who are actually producing content that's positive and constructive.
I don't like the stunts. I really don't like the stunts. Like when she did like
Europe, what's it, the Europa thing? Yeah, right.
The Europa thing, and then she also did this one where she was like recording a bunch of selectively recorded when a big group of black dudes were walking down the street in Paris. She's just like, "Where are all the Parisian people?" Like, dude, fuck you. Kiss my fucking ass. Go look at the fucking demographics of Paris. It's still mostly fucking white people. You waited until you saw. Oh, I've been here all fucking. No. Oh, I think she fucking waited.
I think it's certain streets that are basically filled with migrants, and
sure,
that is because I mean, like here in Kuala Lumpur, right? I can go there to Kuala Lumpur, and yeah, the demographics are going to be mostly Malaysians, but there are places that are kind of like no-go areas because of the migrant population, and it's actually kind of scary.
Okay,
yeah, now I can understand that.
Here's the fair thing. Here's the fair thing. All right. Some people might think Lauren Southern is a fucking political genius. Other people think he's a moron. Now, everyone can agree that she's hot and her sister is hotter. Now,
I disagree with her sister being hotter.
All right, we're gonna sort this out afterwards, Ian. You shut the fuck up now. But in the meantime, we have displayed our undersubbed of the week. Now we do have an oversubbed of the week. We've got a format that
we already did the oversubbed.
Cling desperately to. This format is like it's hurtling through space aimlessly, and we're all clinging to it.
We already did the oversubbed.
We did. We did. So yeah, you know what? We got the format. Hey, let's move on.
It's time for the 50 caliber cringe. And I cannot believe this shit. This is insane.
Now, real quick, I want to prime everyone. If you were part of Gamergate. Oh God, not Gamergate. Yeah. If you were part of Gamergate, you might remember this cunt. And we'll explain who he was afterwards.
So, there is a man, he's running for U.S. Senate from Arizona. His name is Craig Brittain. Craig Brittain. Now, who was he during Gamergate?
He was a hanger-on. Basically, not even Gamergaters respected him. He was always trying to push his Uber alternative. You know, he's always got some entrepreneurial plan. And this guy, if you don't know who he is, just look up the porn, revenge porn, dude. That's him. He made the, what's the site called?
Well, you look it up.
2000s? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you look it up.
He got prosecuted for it.
The revenge porn site, is anybody down?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. It was a revenge porn site. He would take submissions that people would send him, and then he would extort the victims. They would have to email him, and then they would have to pay a certain amount of money to get their pictures and information removed.
Now, if you ever want to wonder why it is or how it is that Gamergate got a bad image in the press, and I'm talking outside of the gaming press, which established
it's because of people like him. People like him.
Yeah, this cunt. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his name. Remember that. This cunt ran a revenge porn website. And more than that, though, if you think that's cringy enough, this is a guy who described himself as a fallen god.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can we find some of that, Jeff? Can we get some of that? I mean, if you want to send it to me, I'll dramatic read it. I will.
God.
But yeah,
I'll look.
This guy described himself as a fallen god. He's a revenge porn monger. Got involved with Gamergate because, unfortunately, that was one of those. And as a professional activist, I will say I always found Gamergate kind of failing in the sense that it accepted anyone.
Anybody could claim to be one.
Yeah. The movement, which was claimed to be racist and sexist, was quite unfortunately actually overly accepting because they allowed simpering cunts like Craig Britton.
It's not that they were allowed; it's that there was no gatekeeper. So
well,
to
no,
speak.
yeah, there was no gatekeeper. So
yeah, anybody could.
No, he established himself.
Post,
He established. Right. I think he established at Gamergate or some shit.
Yeah, what he did was he bought, not bought, but he registered like 10 Twitter accounts, and they would boost his own tweets up, and he would insert himself into the hashtag and basically try to make himself known. But it was the efforts of other Gamergaters who actually uncovered who he was. Like, he wasn't disclosing that he was Craig Britton, but he didn't really hide his tracks very well. So it was other Gamergaters, the people who were actually interested in the ethics. They're the ones.
Offender announces candidacy.
Oh my
goodness! Now
this guy is even more fucking ridiculous and god awful than Ethan fucking Ralph, dude. Like this is king shit.
Ethan Ralph. Honestly, Ethan Ralph. In terms of pieces of shit, is that whole crown he puts on his little skull icon. He did earn that. Ethan Ralph is a crown prince piece of shit. But Craig, and honestly, you know what? I'll say it on record too. If you work for Ethan Ralph and you continue to after knowing what he is, you too are a piece of shit. Congratulations. You've won a fucking shit lottery. But Craig Britton still beats you. Still fucking. You can never be the kind of level of human shit that Craig Britton actually is.
So, fair warning, everybody, we're going to be cutting off the Super Chats and the Streamlabs at this point. If you want to get in, get in. We're going to start reading them now, and then we're going to move on to our toast at the end of this stream. It's something very special, very near and dear to our hearts. So let's go and check over here.
Yeah, Jeff did that pretty badly. I'm gonna rephrase that and saying, like, if you really want to show your support for YouTube Saints and tell us that we're better than the other podcasts and that Craig Britton is a piece of shit, you go ahead and throw us money. SuperChat or Streamlabs. Streamlabs is preferred because
MC Lucas.
Google.
MC Lucas says this needs to end for Nick's own good. Lol, I love you.
Am I not doing well here? I mean, honestly,
I've learned quite a bit.
Hang on.
You're doing okay.
I think you're doing great. I think you're doing good.
I feel like I'm doing well too.
That Mouthy Buddha in the chat's like, I don't think Nick likes this Craig Britton guy. I'm getting that sense.
Oh my god, Mouthy Buddha, holy shit. I'm thinking, like, you shouldn't like that edgy Sphinx guy because he's a lying cunt. But hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Saint Bacon says, I've never seen Mr. Twatson, ergo he doesn't exist. Who's Mr. Twatson? I don't know who Mr. Twatson is. MC Lucas again says, Nick is a 50 caliber cringe tonight. I think you're doing great, Nick. I think you're great. I think you're on fire.
Honestly, if you give us money because I'm cringing you out, I'm fine with that too. Guess what? I'm no worse than Paul Joseph Watson. Fuck you.
And last but not least, Sergeant Buck says, Austin Cade, stick to funny junk. It's Diet Poll with more reposts but better memes. There you go. Just go and check out funny junk.
Cancer. It's cancer. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids.
Like I'm missing something now.
Polly, you know what I always like is what I always think is really funny is like there's all these people on Twitter and they'll end up being like, yeah, but wait until you're a fucking meme on Poll, Jeff, and I'm like, dude, I'm on Poll all the fucking time. I post on Poll a lot, actually. Like you're talking about, ooh, watch out for Poll, like. I am on Poll. Like, what the fuck?
Are you
I'm on there all the time.
Is that what you're saying?
Dude, oh my god. No, I fucking I posted a fucking thread at one point that was nothing but a picture of Based Alaska looking to the side, and I drew a triangle over his nose, and I'm like, is this man an infiltrator into the alt-right? And it went for like fucking 3 days of people being like, yeah, Baked Alaska's a secret Jew, dude. And I'm like, God, you people are so easy. I love Poll. This is fucking great.
It's like you know, it's like 95% ironic shitposting. They're all like you, right? Everybody's just pretending to be fucked up, right? That's the whole beauty of it. Yeah, very few people on Poll are actual white supremacists. Yeah, There are actual white supremacists there, don't get me wrong, but look at the Hindu stuff, right? Everybody who went there from Pole is fucking not white, right? They're all not fucking white. They're all like doing Pole memes and shit in front of the camera. None of them are white.
Well, but you know, normies are always gonna freak out. And Gonzo Duke says
on Poe. No, I'm gonna lead us out this time, Jeff. Come on.
Oh, Gonzo Duke said I wanted to show my support and send you money. Hashtag pray for Ian. Nick is a golden god. There you go.
I am. I really am. I'm actually a golden calf, if you look at me in the right light. But that being the case, we have been you YouTube saints. We have gotten the Ian Miles Cheong on here, and we have uncovered the filthy underbelly of Chance.
Go check out Alizee. Alizee. Go subscribe to Alizee.
Go check out Alizee. Go and check out Ian Miles Cheong. He doesn't put content out, but he might if you fucking shame him into it.
His Twitter is fire. Fire Twitter. Fire Twitter.
And also, if you're looking for like a fun, easygoing fucking gaming stream to watch or some shit, go check out Focus Break Habib. He's a good guy. He is a good man. Ian even says, look at this. An Asian says an Arab is a good guy on a white guy stream. Holy fuck. You cannot get better unity than that. But in that sense, in that unity, we have been your YouTube saints. And thank you all for sticking around despite all of our bullshit. And we will see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, everybody. Are we not doing the Mel Brooks thing?
Oh, yeah, we're doing the Mel Brooks thing. Yeah, by the way, everyone, if you don't like Mel Brooks yet, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, but watch this clip, and then we will see you next week.
Yep.
Good evening, ladies and emperors. I just got back from Venice, and boy, are my arms tired. Let me tell you about Venice. Venice is a very old city, very old. Very wonderful city, ancient city. You're going to learn a lot in Venice. You want to know how to make a Venetian blind? Like this? Fuck! Have you all heard about this new sect, the Christians? They are a laugh riot. First of all, they are so poor.
How poor are they?
Thank you. They are so poor that they have only one God. We Romans are rich. We got a lot of gods. We got a god for everything. The only thing we don't have a god for is premature ejaculation. But I hear that that's coming quickly.
Oh!
The little fag gets it. Hey, let's face it. Let's face it. What's the rage today? Losing weight is all the rage. Everybody in Rome is either in a steam room or a vomitarium. I mean, half of Rome is either cooking or puking. Cooking! Oh, puking! But you can't blame these people. You can't blame these people for wanting to be thin. Who wants to look like a big fat pig?
Did he say big fat pig?
Yes, he did, sire.
Do you think he meant me?
I believe he did, sire.
Oh.
Get off the fat jokes! Get off fat! Get off fat! Fat off. No. The two Jews got off. No. Syrian. Politics. Yes, the Roman Senate. The Roman Senate is the best legislature that money can buy. Corruption starts in the streets with the little peddlers. They bribe an assemblyman. The assemblyman bribes a councilman. The councilman bribes a senator. And the senator, it goes all the way up to the emperor. Oh. Shit. Kill him! Taxi! Wait, no autographs. Seize him!
More wine!
More wine.
Wine?
Boy, when you die at the palace, you really die at the palace. Oops.
Kill him too! He's in prison. Save them.
What was my idea? No, yes, let these two fools fight each other to the death during dessert.
Pure brilliance, as always.
There would be no modern comedy without Mel Brooks. And on that note, we have been your YouTube saints. We have been your YouTube Mel Brooks, I hope. And thank you for staying with us. I hope you've been entertained. And in the meantime, just, mind yourself until next Sunday.
Hey, get fucked, everybody. Check out our midweek show halfway through the week and see us again here next Sunday. We've been the YouTube Saints. Get fucked. We love you. Fuck off. Good night. Good night.